just in case. You never know. Might be some
Yeah.
random ass guy. Oh shit, my audio is fucked as well. But yeah,
Okay.
just in
And
case.
this is yeah, yeah. Okay.
What's up? And then I gotta
Yes.
open the game.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, you played Face It?
Yeah. I play Faceit only.
Oh nice. Okay, okay, okay. That's good.
Premier, I'm getting too many cheaters, so I'm avoiding it right now.
Yeah, yeah. There's
So,
there's a few, that's for sure.
and this is how most of my games go. Like this is classic game of mine.
All right, that's
Four
perfect.
people speaking Mongolian, no communication. Okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. There's still a lot of things you can do, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
After the team the Mongols came into spotlight, Faceit has seen a rise of Mongolians, and they're all aim, no brain. Sometimes they lack even aim.
but that's the thing, right? Like I told you earlier. Yes, you can complain about your teammates, but you're the same skill. They just have a different skill set or
Yeah.
experience, right?
No, no,
I
it's
people
the
hate
same.
saying that,
See,
but people hate hearing that, but that's literally what it is, right?
yeah.
Um, they
No,
got to
I
where
mean,
you
I
got,
think, yeah,
so
yeah,
um, but most of the time it's just an issue with how much they care that certain game as well. Sometimes they just want to chill, right?
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm just downloading it now.
I think it's mostly my aim. In the first two rounds, I was a bit slow in the head, so I was throwing smokes light and doing some things slower than I should be doing.
Aha, I see. We'll see how it looks.
Yeah,
But you don't watch your own demos, right?
I do watch sometimes when I feel like
So when I say
getting
when I
too
ask,
relaxed.
I mean, do you watch every single game that you play? If you
Absolutely
don't do
not.
that, you don't watch your demos.
Oh my God, who does that? What's
Anyone
wrong
that
with?
wants to improve at the game seriously should do that.
So interesting. Okay, okay.
Because that is the most effective way to do. Because yes, you might know what you are doing and how you're reacting, what you made a mistake, right? But you can't always tell if the enemy made the right decision based on what you were doing in the moment, right? So, um, the way I like to coach and the way I like to, I'm just trying to figure out how to get the. I'm just gonna get the folder for the demo. So the way I look at it is that I don't care if you win or lose. I don't care if I win or lose. I care about playing properly. So I'd
Yeah,
rather, like personally, like this is not how I coach, but personally, I would rather make the right decision and lose than make the wrong decision and win.
yeah,
Because reliably, it will be um, over 100 games, you will win more than you will lose with that approach, right?
yeah.
Um, I always forget where I should put my demos. I used to have a folder and then wait, what? Oh, it's here. I see. All right. Do I have one that's called Phantom? I do. All right, I found it. Let me. I'm actually gonna make do this properly for once.
Sure.
And just make a shortcut because I might actually do some more reviews. All right, 192cc.
My aim was bad this game because I was using sleeves and I had to drag my mouse a lot. But then I'm like, it's okay, at least it's consistent. Unlike if I don't have a sleeve.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, the thing is that the way you can figure it out the most effective is just to DM, right?
Yeah, I
Um,
played DM. I played like 1 hour DM today.
yeah, you shouldn't overdo it either. But
Damn,
what the fuck?
I don't feel my aim unless I'm doing at least 30 minutes. At least
How many hours do you have in the game?
5,300.
What? That's crazy. Why can't I find your demo? Do I have to restart the game? Maybe
That shouldn't be how it is.
it used to be like that. Because your demo is. Let me rename your demo then.
Yeah,
What's your nickname again?
Despo.
Oh, but with Leet D3 should be fine then.
Okay.
Let me try and restart. Maybe I'm in the wrong folder again. I used to be more consistent with this, but
So like, I mean,
oh, I'm opening the wrong game even now. Holy shit.
PUBG,
Yeah,
great.
I don't even know how I opened PUBG. I haven't played that for like a month.
Even if your game is open and you put it in the right folder, the demo, it will load.
It should, yeah, it should. It should. I think it was in CSGO, it didn't work like that or something.
Yeah, in CS:GO, I think it.
But it's the easiest thing to check. If something doesn't work the way you expect it, just restarting it is
Yep,
usually a good way to do. So that is just my first go-to.
it does work 90% of the time.
Yeah. What folder? Like what? Oh, I think I'm an idiot. I think I found the issue.
Game CS:GO.
Yeah, I found the issue. All right, let me fix that. So I don't make the same mistake again. No, I put it in the replay folder. For some reason, you shouldn't put it in the replay folder.
No,
And
game in
that's
CS:GO.
yeah. All right. I made a shortcut to avoid this issue. All right, and my game is visible on stream. Nice. So Mirage, how much do you like Mirage?
I like it a lot. Man,
Okay,
it's
so it's
a
one of your
simple
favorite.
map, but it's high skilled map.
So it's one of your favorite game maps. Then that's good. Good to know.
Inferno is my favorite, but
Oh my god, it's the worst map.
it's util heavy map and my
Yeah,
aim sucks, so it helps me.
it's literally why I don't like it because I like playing the game, not just looking at a smoke. I should probably put binds on this. Is there an? Do you know how to bind these?
No, I don't, but there are binds for the sure.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
think
I'm just
Sligo has
thinking.
a
So
nice
so the
bind.
issue here is that if you met a player that plays off aim, right? Let's say you just have a very good aim and just an entry. If they drop him like a P250 or something, you're just gonna get one tapped here. And what I mean, and the reason why I'm saying that
You
is,
started. Hey, you didn't share the screen.
oh shit, I'm not sharing the screen. My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
All right, can you see it now?
screen has been shared, but there is no video. Hold on. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So Basically, when you go into here, if you die here, right? If you just instantly die, what would that tell you? Well, how would you make that? How would that make you feel? How would like what will progress? You
Yeah,
just get insta one tapped here. What happens then in your brain?
would say I'm unlucky because other players hold this
Oh, so
angle all the time
okay.
and I died.
You're
So
not
those
unlucky.
players,
You're not. There's nothing about that that's luck. Why would you say that? Like, I don't care why actually. So when you're holding this angle and you get insta one tap by Deagle or P250, that means that you have an enemy that plays off aim. They're still so either they're a Smurf, but we're gonna remove that option for now, right? We only have one piece of input, and that is that you just got destroyed by a one tap, right? And the reason why he's saying he's playing up aim is because either he bought a P250, which means he has no armor, which means that he treasures his aim more than trying to stay alive, which means that he feels that he's better than you in aim. Nobody that has bad aim that is a support player is going to buy a Deagle or is going to buy a P250 or ask for that to be dropped. That means for the whole game, unless you can hard punish him for playing in that sort of way, you can't play these angles. Does that make sense?
okay, yeah, but then how will I gather info? Jump spot?
Jiggling, jump spotting, anything that doesn't make you sit in exactly the spot that he's pre-aiming. Crossfires, timing
So,
pushes,
yeah,
anything
I
else than
can
just
jiggle.
sitting in the angle that is pre-aiming, because he will destroy you every single time. If they eco and he knows he can buy a scout and get a free kill on A because you're an idiot, and you're calling, oh, I'm unlucky, but you're just bad at the game because you can't read why you're dying.
I mean,
And
everyone holds this angle like this. Like
yeah,
Bit does it. Yeah,
yeah,
so many players.
who?
Bit.
Yeah, are you a bit?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Are you a bit?
I'm not. No.
No, so why you're doing what bit does?
Hmm. But then, if he will be, I'm jump spotting and then he goes to Tetris because I have just gathered that info.
Yeah.
And then he can take space on A side and
Yes.
they could plant the C4 and I have done nothing except gather
No.
info.
No. So if you're not comfortable jump spotting, then don't jump spot. You can literally go here and you can jiggle this headshot angle on timing. You let him walk out, you let him clear these angles, right? You let him clear these angles, and then you just jiggle on timing and catch him off guard. That way, you're not sitting in the angle. You can even jiggle this, right? Jiggle this every
Yeah,
2 seconds.
yeah, I can jiggle this. Yeah.
Yeah, but the issue is that the timing here is slow, so the odds of you have to jiggle so often, so the odds that you're being pre-aimed into his head is still high, right? He might just time you, right? So that's why you go deeper into the site, and then you can jiggle this angle, or you can play this angle, or you can jiggle this angle. Like, there's a million ways that you can do it. All I'm saying, if someone out aims you, you can't play an angle where aim is everything. Where if he pre-aims, he wins. You can't play those angles. Isn't that obvious to you?
Yeah.
But you just said it's unlucky, so how is it obvious to you?
Because I'm like, okay, my aim is not that bad.
But if
As
he's
long as I
better,
do.
then you can't use that.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean
Yeah,
when
but
you said that if you get tilted when you die as an anchor, because if you die here, you basically lost a round for your team. All by yourself. And the only thing you can do is learn from that. You can't say, oh, I'm unlucky. Luck has nothing to do with it. Unless he's jumped shooting you, luck has nothing to do with it. And you have to learn from that, or else you're throwing for your team. So by playing this angle without learning, if you get punished from it, you're actively throwing every single game or every single time you're taking these aim heavy duels. You're actively throwing. Because if you die, you're blaming luck and not yourself.
yeah, I mean, my close range fights are bad, so I don't play default in pistols.
Yeah, I hate default as well. But I'm just saying, if you get destroyed, you have to change up your playstyle or else you're throwing. It's that
Okay.
simple. What's
teammates
the
are
job of an
supporting.
anchor?
To survive until the teammates arrive to help him and get my
Yeah.
kill.
And what site are you anchoring?
A side.
Are you anchoring a site right now?
I mean, they smoked connector, so I know they're going B.
But doesn't the enemy know that as well?
But this is level 7, 8, and they don't
And
think, and that is
but are you
my
not
part.
trying to improve?
But my teammate is not rotate. Teammates are not rotating. They are just spamming bullets from connector,
And
and so B will
so
be
so so
infiltrated.
you're level 7. You want to be better than level 7, but you're playing as a level 7. What happens when you become level 8 and you're still going to play as a level 7? You're going to get destroyed and knocked back down to level 8.
But I won't get teammates like this who play 3 connector, right? There will be 2 guys B. I had to rotate because there
So
will be
what is
one
the
enemy.
first thing I told you when we started here?
Don't blame teammates.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, I have tried what you have said to do,
Over a
right?
100,
And then,
yeah, and then you get frustrated and then you make these mistakes.
yeah, I mean, I have done that so many
You
times
you
where
need to
I do
do you need to do your job better than anyone else at your level does your job. If they don't
yeah,
communicate, you cannot win every game. You have to look at the 100 games, right? I'm repeating myself here. You have to look at the 100 games, not the one game. This decision right here is playing for this one round, not even the game, just this one round. And what this does is that anyone with half a brain cell knows that the A player is an idiot and insta rotates on any pressure towards B. Again, throwing the game because one smoke and A side is clear. Because
my
you're playing
point
for
was that
because you're playing for this round and not even this game, right?
I
So
don't
if
do this
one
often. You will see.
what
I don't do this often. You will see. I don't insta rotate.
what is the first thing you told me about this demo?
Uh, the I have bad teammates.
No, this is the average game. This is what your games
Yeah,
look like.
yeah. I mean,
I
like I
understand.
meant in terms of
I 100% understand your decision, and I do it as well. But you cannot
yeah.
play like this if you want to improve. If you want to improve,
General,
you need to
yeah,
play for the 100 games, not for the one, not for the one round. You cannot insta rotate because of a smoke. If you lose B, that's not your job as an A anchor.
yeah.
Your job is to anchor A. Your job is to make sure that nobody runs out. Can you see my mouse, by the way?
No.
No, fuck. Your job is to make sure that nobody just runs out and kills your whole team. That's your job.
All right. Yeah.
Your job is to make sure that this player doesn't keep you here, right? But also to make sure that your whole team doesn't get fucked because the bomb is here. They can still go A. Yes, if you lose B, sure, you lose B. The round's over. You cannot make this decision based on zero information. Now, if you played Holo T side and you knew that your team was idiots and you have to do everything to win this round, yeah, sure, I would, sure. I could understand this decision more. But right now, with
Yeah.
zero information about your team, you're coming into this game pre-tilted. Or with prejudice, right? You're already decided that your teammates are shit. You're already decided that you have to do everything to win the round. And I bet you that you're not skilled enough to do that. Because the only reason this makes sense is if you lose A side and you retake like 2 before. If you can do that, then this rotation is fine. If you can't do that, this rotation is not fine. Because you're giving up the whole map for no reason. But I might eat my words later, but that is my first decision here, right? So this is already a misplay by you.
Okay.
Your teammate is alive, staying alive on site. As long as he is alive, you need to help him as soon as possible. If you can cover this side of him, if you can play here and you can cover this side and jiggle off of his information, you win the round. If he dies before you get out, they win the round.
Yeah.
And right
I
now,
used to do that and I always die. So
yeah, because this is an unwinnable round. The A anchor is the first rotation. It's an unwinnable round. You're not supposed to win this round.
okay.
Right? What is your job? What is your win condition? Your win condition is helping your teammate. Right now, you're just selling your teammate. Right? And now you just stop instantly because he died. Now imagine if you jumped out here, you would be here and you could instantly trade this guy. And then you can wide swing and you can probably kill this guy. And then this guy would probably follow you out window instead of follow you out here because it's just baiting you.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So understand what is the job of an anchor. What is the job of an anchor? Tell me.
Survive until help arrives.
Yeah. And what did help do? Yeah, the help ran the scenic route. That's what the help did. This guy, if he went A, he would have fucked you up. Because he bought a P250.
Oh, he is good at aim. Yeah.
No. He believes he's good at aim.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So this tells you that if you play this angle, you need to be sure that an aim demon is about to peek you at any moment. Because this guy believes he's an aim demon. You don't know if he is yet, but he believes so. And that is what that tells you already, that how to play A site more differently, or to be ready in a different way. This tells you that opping this angle is really good, because he's probably just going to wide swing with some random shit. Yeah, so you just get punished here because you lose full side control before you actually get out. That's all that's happening here. Yeah, you can blame aim, you can blame whatever you wanted, but what happens here is that you're not utilizing your teammate that is actually staying alive, soloing anchoring B, staying alive until the anchor A rotates in, right? Your early rotate gives you a chance to win the round, sure, but is it worth for you giving up all of A site for you to be 2 steps ahead of this player? But yeah, this just tells me that you believe you're the best on the server. So let's see if you are.
I mean, 916.
I don't know what 916 means.
My score at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, I don't care about the score. But yeah, you can still be the best player on the server, even if
Yeah.
even if your score is low.
Yeah, and
So what is your idea here? Why do you buy P215-8?
I'm gonna play close A ramp, probably get a kill, hopefully get a team in advantage, maybe get a gun, then play from behind. And the last round they came B side, so I believe that they generally go the other side the next round on an average. So I thought, let me go A this round.
So why do you buy the nade? What is your idea with the nade? Like, you just gave
I'm
me
gonna
a whole
nade
book
A
of
main.
your idea and wishes and dreams, and that's never gonna happen reliably. So why do you buy a grenade and a P250?
Because there's a high chance that an aim demon, a person who thinks he's an aim demon, is gonna peek A
What
ramp.
tells you there's an aim demon?
On an average, there's generally someone. If they are going to rush aim in, there's going to be a guy who is going
What are
to
you gonna
wide
do with
swing,
your nade?
insta nade aim in, and that would slow him down, and that would help
Yeah.
me
All right. So
dodge.
your idea is to instant nade a main and play close with the P250 and hope you
Yeah,
get to punish someone.
yeah.
Yeah. So nade is good. Timing is good. So do you see the difference how you play here versus how you play in CT? So just that you're jiggling this, right, instead of holding. What I want you to do right here is to either push Palace or push ramp slowly
Yeah.
right now, like not even in half a second, instantly. Why is that the right decision?
Because we are at low buy and we need info to win this round at the very
And
least, so that the team can stack at the right place, maybe get a kill too, and maybe then I can backstab too, get a timing on that.
no,
Damn.
the reason why you should push down ramp is because they insta flashed. You naded, which means that anyone peeking on this flash will be like minus 20, 30 HP, right?
Yeah.
Your teammates just crossed and are about to rotate away from A. You need to figure out if they're going A. Because if they're going A and your teammates are already on B, it's too late. So your job is to figure out, is there anyone in this area before your teammates are too far away? They just crossed, so the odds of them being down here are low. But the guy might have just gotten naded and fell back, right?
Yeah.
It's that, or you need to follow your team. You're already decided to not follow your team. You're a one-man army right here. That's your decision. And then one-man army with the P250 is not going to hold off 5 people jumping out of palace, which means that you can't hold this angle. Staying here is a death sentence. You're already too late to go with your team, so you need to do something useful, which is pushing for information. Look at you! So now you have a big decision. What is your decision right here? Actually, it's a little bit further back, but let's pretend it's here. It's like here, I'd say. Oh, is that the wrong round? No, it's not. It's probably right here. Is your decision? What is your decision right here?
I'm gonna clear ramp because I need to make sure that no one is there and they're going B.
And what is your other decision that you can create or make?
Help guys on the con.
Yeah, those are the 2 decisions. So you have either you can go look where there might be someone, or you can go somewhere there where you know there's someone. Those are the 2 decisions. Yeah. There's not really a right and wrong, because you can still have that one AK guy that got naded, right? So this play is fine because you naded. If you didn't nade, I would say this is a waste of time. But you're pushing quite fast. And this is too late. So anyone that got naded would not be this deep. So you're a little bit too deep, but that's fine because you're level 7. You're not really that great. And now you're... So what are you doing here? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts right here?
Often at this elo, there is a random guy in palace or aim, even late, even when the round is about to finish.
So
I'm just clearing that angle, hoping that there's no one there. Then I'll go too short.
So you're doing the right thing, but for the wrong reason. So what you want to do here is that you are correct. And that is at every elo. There could be a lurk here, because that he's just an idiot and throwing. But you want him to be here. This is the perfect time for you to actually get a free gun.
Yep.
So you'd rather actually, like, even pushing this is better, because you're never going to win the round, right? At this point, your job is not to go short. Your job is to get a free kill, preferably keep his gun. That is your job, not to win the round. And now you're just going to die. So the round's over. Right? So you're going to win the round with the P250 versus 4 people with bomb down. Like, what are you thinking?
I just didn't want to tilt my teammates, making the round last longer than it should be. And I know I should, but yeah.
So you're playing for the next 10 seconds, not the next 100 games. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure.
I tried to fix that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, like, I'm just pointing this out, so when you rewatch this in 2 months, that there's still going to be some value to it, right? I'm going a lot deeper into this because I'm streaming, right? I'm making sure that you have... If we were doing this privately, without it being recorded, I would never be this detailed, because it would be information overload for you. Yeah. We would be halfway through the game already, right? So that's why I'm going a little bit more detailed into it. So you'll have more into it. So what is your thoughts here?
I'm gonna flash mid, because teammates are going mid. They haven't calmed it, but definitely that is what they want to do. I'll flash mid and then I will hold triple and see if they're gonna flash A main.
Triple?
And if they flash, triple, yeah. I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna see if they're gonna flash, and if they
Question,
flash, then
question.
they're peeking
Is
mid.
this your plan or is this what you're going to do?
This is my plan, and that is how it is going to end up
Yeah,
being.
I don't care how it's going to end. I want your plan. Because you're
Of
telling
course,
me
my
you're
okay, I got it. Okay, so if they were to not flash and peek, I would go to default, and then I would smoke aim in, and then I would play close aim in for some
Mhm.
time, and then I would either go back to sandwich or I would play under palace.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah,
Why you're flashing mid?
to help my teammates because
They're obviously going
mid
mid.
fight is yeah, mid fight is important. So
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
if
What angle are you playing again? What's your job?
I mean someone's got to do it.
No. What is your job?
uh, Protecting the A side,
And what is your position?
A anchor
What's the job of an A anchor?
to delay the enemies until help arrives.
Do you do that in these positions without a connector stairs player? Which you obviously are aware
No,
is not going to be there because you just told me they're going mid and that is obvious.
yeah, I mean I should play ticket. I know.
You should be jump spotting ticket.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah, I know.
only right play here. This is the rare occasion where that is the only right play because you're never going to hold off 2, 3, 4, 5 angry terrorists trying to take the site from you. You have zero help, which you just told me is obvious. So why are you going into the lion's den to just die? With zero util, I might add. Because you're just about to throw your util in here. I want you to instantly smoke this off before you throw flashes. Because if
But
you start
there is
throwing
that
flashes and then walk out, you will just insta die and the round's over. You need to delay them from pushing A
yeah, I get.
while they are taking mid. So you smoke early. This is up for like 15, 20 seconds, right?
Yeah,
They have 15, 20 seconds to do their shit in mid and come help you. That's your job. Flashes are fine. Perfect. Flashes are perfect. As long as you don't die throwing them. Because if you die throwing them, the round's over. You're just through. And here's the big kicker. You remember pistol round? Where they smoked con and you instantly rotated? They know you do rash things because they had a player in Palace seeing that A was clear on pistol round. So they know that you're making weird decisions, which means them just brute forcing is perfect. They might not understand that that's why they're doing it, but at the higher level, which is the level that you want to get to, they instantly recognize that. So they know that you are doing weird things that doesn't make sense. And what will the T's do if they see 3, 2, 3, or even hear pressure in mid? What should the terrorists do at that point?
push either of the sides.
Yeah. And what is the perfect thing for a T player to push a site?
What do you mean? I mean,
What is their
A,
dream situation as a terrorist here? So the CTs take
A
mid,
guy alone, A guy alone,
dying instantly,
one guy.
getting traded.
Yeah,
Yeah, so your job is to jump spot. Your job is to delay.
I
Your
know
job is
that.
to stay alive. And that is not your plan. And you have all the information for it. Let's see
Yeah,
how it
I
goes.
know.
Oh, there's no smoke. Oh, you're gonna die with the smoke in your hand. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? Oh, what a jump.
I failed jump.
Oh, you are so fucked. Look at you. You're about to get one tapped. Are you ready for this? Are you gonna get not one tap, but you're about to get sprayed down by this Mac 10. You're so dead. You're so dead. Look at you. And oh, you actually got one. I'm impressed. Why is this working?
Because they did not expect me to be at A side.
No.
No, yeah, they heard the flash, but I waited on a timing for him to
Nope.
not be looking. My help arrived from connector.
Nope.
Okay, I don't know if I'm doing something subconsciously, but that's what I can.
This is why demo watching is important. Imagine you're a terrorist. Do you see anything wrong with this picture?
I think as an entry fragger, the entry fragger is doing the right things. I mean, his job
Agreed?
is cleared. Yeah. I mean, his teammate is not following up on him.
Yeah, exactly. He's alone on site. He's doing his job perfectly, but there's no follow-up. Like, this guy is jerking off in T-spawn. This guy is baiting his whole team, and a Mac 10 needs like 15 flashes from these two guys, which this guy should be throwing. So this is working because the terrorist screwed up. There should be at least 3 players right here. There should be a smoke here, maybe, right? But it doesn't matter because your team decided that they're gonna go too short. Doesn't matter. Because your team doesn't matter. And why does your team not matter at this exact moment? Blaming your team here is the dumbest thing you can do. And I want you to tell me why.
Because if I was playing safe from ticket jump spotting, I could have the info not died, maybe spammed,
And why should you be playing ticket?
because I need to survive until help arrives.
Yeah, and how do you know that help won't come fast? Because they're obviously taking mid, which they didn't do. But that doesn't matter. What these guys doesn't matter because you knew you were alone. And you still fucked up. Right? And this is why it's important to watch demos and understand, did I do something correct? Or is my enemy throwing? Other than flashes. Right? So this works because your enemy is shit. You could have done this exact thing if you jiggled from here. And that would have been better because you have a longer range weapon. Yes, you could have been more easily traded. Sure, there's ways where this could have gone horribly bad. But it's about to set yourself up to succeed. And you're not doing that. And you had all the information to do it. You even knew you had the information to do it. Where did your smoke go?
Smoked yet? Oh, I smoked to my right later.
Oh, it just didn't update the HUD. Yeah, so right here, you need to jiggle, maybe jiggle a little bit further for info, but that's a little bit scary. You just need to use your smoke here to create space somewhere.
Yeah.
So there's the jiggle. You know you have time to smoke because you didn't hear anyone other than this guy, right? You just did what I told you to do. Are you going to do the second thing I told you to do? Look at you. You know how to play the game, right? But you're not making the right decisions until you're fucked. You're going to step like half a meter backwards here instantly. Look at that. See? You know how to play the game. Right?
Yeah.
And you're going to die here because you made a dumb decision already. And you're going to blame your team. even though it's all
Yeah.
your own fault, right? It's funny what you can see in a demo, isn't it? Almost like it's
Yeah.
useful. But the thing is, it's not this easy to see these things if you don't know what to look for, which is a whole other thing, right? But this is why coaches are a thing. This is why, yeah. Did you win the round?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did. How many survived? Why can't I check how many survived? Shit, this game sucks. Um, I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to see what a default round looks for you. I'm just thinking. Why do you throw this molly?
Because they can push after Molly, and I'm gonna push later, either Amen or Palace, and I don't want them to be pushing as I'm pushing them.
So why are you jerking off in triple?
Because I was waiting for them to throw a flash or something if they are gonna rush out Amen.
So you're basically, oh shit, I tabbed out. So you're basically saying my shitty ass played worked earlier, so I'm gonna do it again. That's basically what you're saying here.
I mean, if I'm going to throw a flash mid, I need a cover before, um, while throwing the flash, and just take a half a second to see if enemy is doing something.
Why?
Right? I mean, because else, I mean, if I throw the flash
So
and
while you're
enemy
pitching a tent here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds
okay, I should be faster. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I
where you
should be
did
faster.
nothing. And what is your plan? It's to push for information. While you're giving them 5 seconds to clear to push angles that you allow how to clear. Now that you now have to clear. If this was your plan all along, this is not what a default round looks like. A deep like, in my opinion, after consistency, the thing that needs to be as good as possible are things that never changes. What are things that never change?
Um, a default round, how you're doing, like,
No. Things that never change are util, the map, timings early game, right? Default map control, what map control are given to you, what map control is given to the enemy, and where they expect you to be early round. These things
okay, so
never change, which means
okay,
that
yeah,
everything until up until this point needs to be perfect. If it's not, why are you playing a game that has moving pieces if you can't even deal with things that doesn't move?
okay, yeah. So it was not perfect. The default was not perfect because my teammate who threw the molly threw it too deep, which means the enemy could already be pushing it out. And so I was like, okay, let me just hold on and see a bit. Like they could have crossed to the closed left side of the Amen already, and they could have peeked a bit later.
And if they did that,
Yeah,
you'd be fucked. Why would you be fucked?
because I'm in open
Yeah,
and they are already ready.
because you're behind triple. Triple is a horrible position to play early, which is why spending 5 seconds there with your tent in your hand is probably not the most effective thing. And this tells me that you don't understand early game. You don't understand efficient play, right? You just wasted 5 seconds. 5 seconds, you could already be here. You could already be here, which means you'd already have a Molotov. You still have a Molotov because his Molotov fucked up. Yes, it fucked up. But why did it fuck up? What are the positives and negatives with the Molotov that he threw?
Um, the positives are no one can be pushing after a certain time frame, and They cannot jump to the right side of Amen, but they can.
So the
Um,
positive is, to clean up your words, the positive is that they're pushed deeper back into main.
yeah.
Which means the only negative is if they push forward. Did they push forward? No, they did not. Are you using the positive? No, you did not. Why did you not use the positive? Because you really like triple. For
Okay,
some reason.
if he had Molly D, that which he did, and I was going through default close to Amen, he could have already timed and he could have already been out
Yes.
and he could have got me off guard.
Yes. And that would have happened even if you were in triple. So it would be better if you were jump spotting here, but you can't do that because you're flashed. Right? So
Yeah.
why do something half-assed? You're fucked here, but this is a better kind of fucked because if they don't push, you're in a better position.
Mm.
So you're losing out in every situation here. You're losing out if he's pushing, you're losing out if he doesn't push, which means that his Molotov is wasted. What can't you control? Your teammate. What can you control? The options, right? You're fucked here regardless. Even if he Molotov's perfect and they push out, you're fucked regardless. Yes, you have a better shot, but you're still fucked. And that's why the early pushes here is really good. And why are you flashing? Yeah, to put pressure in mid. But if that kills you on a site, it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
And if it's so important that the Molotov hits, then throw it yourself. You say, you call in game, I'll molly main or ramp, and then you just do that. If he Molotovs, doesn't matter because you cannot control him. All you can control is your action, what you're doing, and you need to play as if you are the better player, and the better player would be at a higher rank. And if you're not playing as if you're in a higher rank, you're not going to know what happens when you get there. If this was a level 10 and he has you muted, it doesn't really matter. You have to play for your optimization. If it's life and death that this Molotov hits, you have to throw it yourself. If it's not,
Right.
you have to play to your advantage. And sitting there with your tent for 5 seconds is not great at all. This is good. This is good. So you could have been here, so you just wasted your Molotov because of those 5 seconds. What is your goals of this game? Not this particular game, but as in the whole CS. What is your goal in CS? What is your goal?
I want to be level 10.
Okay, that's it?
I think if I'm level 10, that means, of course, it doesn't mean a lot, but in my head, it's something that I can show off that, yeah, I'm good at the game. I I can
No,
actually play.
that's not. So you don't want to go further. You don't want to start playing in a team and practice and stuff. That's not a goal of
Uh,
yours.
no, because
Will you ever do that?
I would help my friends and I would teach my friends,
Okay,
coach
yeah,
them.
but you're not gonna try and be a okay, because the reason why I'm asking is because at a higher level you need to expect a trade,
Yeah,
but at level 10 people are garbage, so doesn't matter. But you should still be aware that there could be a trade, right? There could be 3 people walking out behind you here, and you're just ignoring this as if someone walk. You're ignoring this as if a teammate walked down it right now.
yeah, like I don't believe that they're gonna be there. So yeah,
Yeah, at level 7, yeah. But you could have been Soused right now.
yeah, true, true. I mean, if they had to trade, they would have already killed me, and they haven't, and there was mid presence, so I was like, why would someone be there
So
at
the reason why you're not looking behind you is because you're lazy. Actually, no, it's not. My bad. I forgot about your condition. It could be your condition.
Yeah, yeah, it is partially, yeah. Subconsciously, it
It could be, yes.
Yeah.
Why is this smoke bad?
Because I just covered the whole of connector.
Nope.
Interesting.
It's not the smoke in itself that's bad. Where it lands is not where it's bad. Why is the smoke bad?
I don't know. I thought because it funnels them to the other side.
Nope. Well, particularly yes, but no. Actually, yes, but not for the reason that you're thinking of. I'll tell you.
Okay. Yeah.
How many of your team are left?
3.
What is your teammate doing right now?
Fighting con.
He's shooting.
Yeah.
Can he throw this smoke at the same time?
Yeah.
This tells your enemy that there's 2 people here.
Yeah, but they already know, right? I mean, I killed him in.
That could have been this guy.
No way.
I mean,
He was fighting already, no?
Yeah, but in a perfect world, their communication is good. But
Yeah.
they are the same as these, and you just established your teammates are shit. But if they see 2 people on their screen, they're pretty sure there's 2 people there. And throwing a smoke is basically acknowledging that. So, in a vacuum, throwing the smoke is bad. Now, where the smoke lands is where you throw the game. Why? Actually, there's another thing I forgot. When your teammate is shooting, you want to be shooting the same target. Your smoke is not going to kill this guy, but this guy might kill your guy. You want to be able to trade, not smoke him off.
Yeah.
So
mean, yeah,
you want to be fighting with him, right?
I'm just too afraid to fight, you know. If I die, you know, I throw the round.
No, now you're throwing the round. Because you're just staring at your teammate fighting in whole army in mid. And what would make his life easier? If there's 2 people shooting at the enemy. But no, one of them decided to smoke a joint or something. I don't know what this guy's doing. You already decided that this is clear. Why are you here? If you're scared of this, go this way. You know there's people here instead of being scared of the one thing. You just heard 2 different people fighting in mid.
I don't know if there were 2 guys.
So you're leaving all of mid for the chance that there might be someone here. Can he teleport from here and plant the bomb?
No.
How can you prevent him from planting the bomb without being open for every angle in the existence of the site?
I mean, he cannot be palace.
He can.
He could be. But he would most probably be at A mid
No,
and
it's a 50-50 if there's someone towards A. You don't know that. You're pulling numbers out of your ass.
okay, so
Let me go back. Let me go back.
Not a good position.
Let me go back. Let me go back. You smoke this because whatever reason. You know this is smoked. If there's a player here, what would this player do?
He would insta clear con.
Yeah. Or fall back. Right? Leaving this area of the map is the worst decision to do because you're hunting a hunch that you already decided doesn't exist, but now it suddenly does because he was shooting in middle. Like, this decision makes 0 sense. None.
I mean, if he was here,
Yeah?
then at least I had a chance, you know,
For what?
of a fight, of winning the fight. Because I'm looking at that.
All right. What is the objective of the game? How do you win a game of CS?
by playing numbers,
No.
map
If
control.
you were telling your mom how to win at CS, what would you tell her? How if she asked you, how do you win in CS?
You shoot the other enemy.
No. So you don't know what CS is.
No, I know. For me, it is if the team which has better map control is has the higher probability of winning the round.
That's not what is my question?
Mm-hmm.
What is my question? Can you tell me my question?
If you had to explain to your mom how do you win a round in CS,
Yeah. And you're going to say and your answer is the higher probability of winning the round is the team with the most map control. Is that the right answer?
well, I would tell her if I mean
The right answer is when this number, oh shit. When this number goes up, they won the round. When this number goes up, they win the round. And her next question is, how does that number go up?
yeah,
Yeah, what is your answer? How does this number change?
when the five guys on either side die,
No. That is an option, but no. That is not the objective. This is not deathmatch.
the team with more surviving members would win.
No.
That is also not necessary.
What is the objective of CS?
It is to kill the other guy.
No.
Oh, what? Okay, what is it?
So, if the CTs have 5 AFKs and the Ts have 5 AFKs, who wins the round?
CTs.
That is impossible because nobody died. You just told me that the winner is the one that kills the other team, but nobody died. How does the CTs win? Nobody died.
They played the time.
Yeah, but that's not possible because nobody died. You just told me that the winner is the one that kills the other team.
Well, to explain to mom, I took it from that perspective.
Yeah. And how does this number change? It changes when you win the round. How do you win the round? By either planting the bomb and letting it explode or letting the time run out, right? Has nothing to do with killing. And that is the issue here. You're only looking at kills and you're making up where there's enemies as well. You're not playing the objective. The objective is the bomb site. The objective is planting the bomb, and if it's planted, you defuse it. That is the objective.
Yeah, but I did a part of it, right? By
No,
smoking corner, I'm making sure that
no,
they
no, you
fall
did
down.
none of that. You're just giving away mid for some reason and letting your teammate run off by himself. And you're looking at a ghost.
Because it's 3v2, so I'm like, okay, these two guys can go B and
And you're definitely
I
not
can
going
cover.
B. That is for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I don't know where the second guy is.
exactly.
I will hold it,
So,
hide.
yeah, is this hiding? Are you hiding right now?
I was
Are you closing your eyes? Are you doing the ostrich thing and just closing your eyes?
I was
You are blaming your
focusing on
team
what
and you're giving your team the job of holding B. How does that make any sense?
I can't do everything. I cannot leave
No,
the
you
team.
can't do everything, but you can optimize it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Hold con with my other teammate.
No, not
Fight with
even
them.
that.
No.
Not even that.
That's
Cuz they can't planting con. So who cares? So the right answer here is that your job in this exact situation after you fucked up the round by smoking off mid, right? Let's pretend let's not worry about that because you're not understanding the objective, so you don't understand why this is bad. But in general, as a rule of thumb, your gun will kill your enemy. Use your gun. If your teammate is using his gun, it means it's shooting at someone. You should be shooting at the same enemy. As simple as that sound, that is what you should have done. Scratching that, your job is to position yourself in the best position to keep as much
Yeah.
map control, right? The word that you use that you don't understand. Position yourself to keep as much map control as possible to cover as much of the important parts of the map as you need. Is ramp important?
Yes.
No, it is not important in this situation. The only
I mean,
two
if I
things
can
that are
decide that,
important is A site,
yeah.
B site, and the rotation between the two. These things, these lines are the only thing that matters. Because you don't believe in your teammates, right? You can optimize it as much as you want, but in the grand scheme of things, in this exact situation, the only thing that matters are the lines on your monitor right now. How do you cover as much of these lines as efficiently as possible?
Hmm. All right. I could be playing near jungle.
Yes. You sit here and you hold this line of sight, and you can hold this. That will free up your teammate to go B, and since they're garbage at the game, they will need 2 players on B. It's not scary
Right.
to let
So,
them plant.
yeah.
All you need is to anchor the position, get the information that they're there. They're crossing, doesn't matter. They plant, you play the 2v3 retake. You should win that, more than not. Now, pushing away from the other objective, it is a losing decision. Staying in the middle of the 2 enemies that you know are left, right? You know this guy's here, and pretend that you know this guy is here. This is not the right decision, even if you were correct. What I'm just trying to think. So the right decision here is that you want to get either a 2v1 with your teammate, but since you can't trust your teammate, you have to play by yourself, which means that you want to go for a 1v1. So the best decision here is either looking at the smoke if you believe there's a player here for some reason, right?
Yeah.
But standing out in the open for every single angle known for mankind is just not the right decision at all. The only right decision is playing towards the objective. And the only information that you have is mid. If you're not trusting yourself enough to winning that 1v1, then you don't go for that 1v1. So the right decision here is just going with your teammate. If he wants to peek mid, you peek mid with him. If he wants to rotate B, you're doing this decision here. The other thing you can do is you can play CT, but that means you're crossing this, which means you're open for this a lot longer. But you can play CT and then jiggle this. Right? You're still holding this line. You're just giving this up, and you're holding this cross.
Got it.
Right? Objective. I will assume that we will talk a lot about the objective in the upcoming rounds. But yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a piss real
Yep.
soon.
Do that. Damn. There's a lot more here than I thought. For someone that says they have good decision making. Oof. Thought I would be able to play a few seconds while he was gone, but nope. What is the economy like? Big oof. This is gonna be a long demo review. We're 40 minutes into the stream, and we're 3 rounds in. Shit. This is gonna be a long one, chat. For someone that doesn't watch their demos, there's it seems like there's someone that really needs it. Hello, welcome back. So I was gonna
Yeah,
play a
I
couple of
had a
seconds.
question.
Yeah.
Uh, this thought process,
Yes.
it's kind of predictable, right? Because it's the right decision. So won't like level 10's higher elo, like 4K elo, punish this?
Yes. But that means that you have to punish them for the same thing, right? So if you were to play here or here, right, they still have to get to the site and plant. So if you're playing CT and you get information that they want to go A and plant, as long as you're staying alive in CT, they can only plant here, maybe here, which means that
Yeah.
if the B player rotates short, they can no longer plant in those positions. So all you have to do is stay alive. Because the second they plant, you can peek and you can play that 1v1 versus the guy that's not planting. All you have to do is stay alive until your teammate come and prevent the bomb plant as long as you can. That is your job. Playing this angle means that you're closer to the action in mid and towards B than here, but you don't have as much cover because they can come out of Palace, which they won't, like most of the time, unless they're for some reason. But your job here is then preventing them from crossing here, which is a lot harder, right? Because now they can plant in these positions if you're playing this angle, right? Give and take. But we're not at 4K elo. We are far from 4K elo. So I was gonna play a couple. I was gonna keep playing the round, and then I will just get to some important part where I can talk to you again.
Yeah.
And I got 2 seconds. Watch this. Whatever. What is the problem with this?
If he's chair, he can hear me reload.
You know he's in mid. So you know he can hear you reload, which is free information for anyone that is here, which in your opinion there should be, right? That is the issue here. You
Yeah.
can't afford to do this
Yeah,
reload.
I know. Um, I had
Well,
five
you
bullets.
you
I don't.
yeah, but then you can't go here, right?
Yeah.
And if you can't afford, like, there's a bigger chance to you winning a fight with 5 bullets than giving away your position. He has an AK, he will just destroy you. What is the issue that you're doing right here? With the information that we just talked about earlier, right? With the information that you now know, why is this a bad play?
Cause I should be playing jungle. I mean, I'm going as far away from my the rotation part of the map.
Yeah, you're going as far away from B as possible right now.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that you're listening. That's all. I'm not yelling at you for doing this because I
Okay,
mean,
that's good, man. That's good.
what is your
I didn't
thinking
know they
here?
were at B side. I didn't know they were at B side.
That's even worse.
They're not communicating. I thought
No,
they're both
that's
side.
even worse. What is this?
Hmm. This is a very good question that I don't have an answer to. I think it's like okay, we have won the round. It's like they will win the round. That's all I can make of it. Like yeah, so the round
You
is
just
over.
told me you didn't know he was B. There's a minute left on the time. You just walked from here because you believe there's a player here. The player you knew was mid died.
Can you go back a little? Let me see why I think Paris. Why did I knife out in the Paris? Let's go.
Didn't you just play this game?
Yeah, I played, but
I just saw
so
something else.
what?
You just told me you're not confident with 5 bullets, right?
Yeah,
With that in mind, rewatch this. Do you see the problem?
I shouldn't have spammed.
Yeah. You're spamming and then walking into every single angle known to a site.
Yep.
Like, there's zero thinking here. There's zero decision making. You're just.
Yeah, I get complacent sometimes. Yeah,
I don't know what you can call this.
complacent. Because it is 3v2, and I'm like, yeah, my two teammates,
No,
if they come
no,
A, they will kill
no,
everybody.
because you're pushing this because you think there's a player here. You're making stuff
Yeah,
up.
half-heartedly. Yeah,
Yeah, you're just
half-heartedly, I'm
making
doing
stuff
that.
up
Yeah.
now. I'm asking you why you're going this way. Because there's someone here. And so why are you spamming this? Oh, because there's nobody here. Like, it's not making
No,
any sense. Your decision making does not make any sense. It changes depending on what I'm asking you. But this game has already happened. It doesn't change. It's already a fact. It's already happened.
yeah,
Which mean that, and that tells me that your decision making is not consistent. You're just reacting. It's not a decision anymore. You're just doing shit. But
yeah.
you told me earlier today on Discord that your decision making is good. That's not the problem.
It, generally, it is good. It would be better if
Is
you
it?
say,
We spent an
yes.
hour on 3 rounds. How good can your decision making be?
It will get better.
No, I'm just obviously like I'm just gonna tell you right now. Don't feel bad. Like I'm obviously
I don't.
nitpicking a
I
little
don't.
bit. No, no, no. I'm like, but I'm making an extra point here because I know that you will rewatch this later, right? The reason why I'm spending time with
Yeah.
you is because I know that you're listening to what I'm saying. I know that you will take it to heart, and I know that you'll get value from it later as well, right? Which is why I'm asked you if I should record this or stream this or whatever, right? Because
No,
eh,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just giving you extra meat on the bone, and this will be funny for you later to watch when you've improved, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like what is this, right? You just exposed yourself reloading, and then you have your knife out. Like, I think you've just decided that Palace is clear for whatever reason.
I don't think I was thinking that much at this moment.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah. It
Uh,
was like
yeah, you just zoned
autopilot.
out. You just zoned out.
Yeah, it was autopilot.
You are the
Yeah.
bad teammate you're complaining about.
No. Wait, wait. I'm gonna lock in. Hold on.
Yeah, the only issue that's around is already like it's already been played, right? So here, this is the issue, right? You are seeing what they are doing, and they are seeing what you're doing, but you are not seeing what you are doing. That is the issue. So if you can go and watch your demo with a neutral mind, you'll facepalm a lot, but you'll realize that either you're not as good as you think you are, or your teammates is not as bad as you think they are. You're pretty
Okay.
similar in skill. And that's why I'm saying that people that is blaming their teammates and blaming their elo and elo hell and yada yada yada, it's either recency bias or they just can't see beyond themselves. People are not as good as they think they are. If you are at an elo and you play consistently, like let's say you normally solo queue, you play quite a lot, you will be at the elo that you deserve. Right? So as an example, your premier rating would not be accurate to your skill level because you only play Face It.
True.
Uh, Instead of doing this, I would watch the economy. Right? How many was alive? How
Interesting.
many is
You
left?
noticed it. Yeah.
So I'm giving you the short version of this demo review.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I notice a lot.
Damn.
What does this tell you?
It means that they want to stack A. I mean, in my head is going like they are stupid. I'm already going A. Why are they coming A?
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you
I'm just gonna
already
play my
conceded
game.
this round.
No,
Yeah, you
I'm
have.
gonna play.
You just told me.
I said I'm gonna just do my stuff that I already do at A side.
No, you already mentally conceded this round. Because if you lose this round, they're the problem. Right?
Mm. No, I'm the
Yes.
problem this round. I'm the problem this round. You will see.
Yeah, but that's because you know what's going to happen. But at this moment, you are already the problem. Because you already made an excuse to why you're going. If you lose the round, you already made an excuse to why you lost it. How can you make this into a positive?
I can ask my teammate to push with me.
No, you cannot control your teammate.
That is true. I'm obviously not going to leave A site and go B because two of my teammates are going A because they
And
are
your
fighting
timing would be
enemies.
bad, and your positioning is a anchor. You need to
Yeah.
do your
So
job better than the average, and the average player should not be leaving their position. So that is correct.
yeah. Okay. I can solo push, but
Quick
I would
question.
not prefer to.
Quick question. Is jump spotting the right decision here?
No, absolutely not.
Exactly. Right? So that's one thing taken care of. They're not stacking towards A, which means that you should not jump spot here. What is the difference between jump spotting here and playing here?
Like, I rely on my teammates to flash
No,
and
on
once I
surface
cross
level,
my.
like the easiest way you can explain it. Don't overcomplicate it.
I'm protected from an angle, and
This is
I can
more
only.
aggressive.
Yeah, either I'm fighting Palace and
Yeah,
I'm
no,
safe
no.
from
So
B.
this is more aggressive. This is more defensive. This is more info based. This is more aggression based. This is more dueling. This is more aggression. Right? That's how you can look at it. If this is 100% wrong, that means that you can go further now. That's how you can look at it.
Yeah.
And you can go further because you're more people. This means you can play more aggressive, right? It's 100% wrong to play defensive, which means that it's probably more correct to play more aggressive. It's an easier way to look at the game, which makes it less things to think about while you're in the game, so you're not going to keep making the same decisions that you're making. So that is how we can look at this, which means there's no need to Molotov this or smoke this.
Yep.
Right? You can be more aggressive. You can take more risk because if they're rushing ramp right now, it doesn't matter if you're stuck triple because you're like your whole family tree is right here, right? So now sticking here for 5 seconds isn't the worst. It's not as aggressive as you would like, right? But you're already making a mistake here. And what is that mistake? You told me 10 seconds ago what you should be doing.
Should be aggressive.
Yeah. But what is this? You said something that there's something you could do but you shouldn't do. What is that?
That I could do, but I shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I already said it.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is me proving a point where you are just reacting. You're not actually thinking and making
thinking
decisions.
by myself
Yeah. Right? You're answering my questions.
correctly, but
No, not necessarily
yeah,
correctly, but you're answering
yeah,
my questions, but you're not actually thinking about it. Right? Because you don't know what you just said. You're just answering a rhetorical question, but it's a real decision that you could do in the game, right? That's what I'm
I
telling you.
know
Like,
it, but I don't understand it.
yeah, exactly. You said
Yeah,
you could push ramp solo, but that would be a bad decision. And I agree. Probably.
yeah.
What is this guy doing?
Oh yeah, I didn't notice it. I thought he's gonna just throw Molly and just go somewhere random.
Mm-hmm. And what is he doing? Probably, from what you know already, what is he doing? He's going to push ramp solo, and we've already decided it's a bad decision. Agreed?
Yeah,
How can you make it not be a bad decision? Yeah.
by throwing a flash for him,
No. What did we talk about here?
going with him.
Yes, there you go. But instead, you're letting him make a bad decision here. And he gets punished for it. And now, you're going to blame your dumbass teammate.
It is his fault.
No, it
Like, he
isn't.
died.
You could have, yeah, but you could have made it a better decision. I'm not saying you should have peeked it and traded it into Deagle, but I assume that you didn't know they were eco because someone was more interested in the boxes in CT spawn than looking at their economy, right? How can you prevent him from pushing or deter it?
At the start of the round, I can say they're eco. Let's play safe.
That is the communicative way. How can you practically do it other than blocking
Volley
him?
them so he cannot push.
Yeah, or smoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can literally do that. He might still if I were him, I would push through it because I'm an idiot, right? And I'm gonna be like, you don't decide what I do. You're not my mom. I'm gonna do it anyways, right? But at least you tried, right? So first, communicate it. If he blocked you, who cares? Because it's not about this round, it's about the 100 rounds. And in 100 rounds, the odds that someone will hear you and will probably still make the same decision, but at least you did your job better than the average does. Because the average does exactly what you do, blaming their teammates.
Oh my god. You know, the information you're giving me to do things based on my teammates that would require so much focus to be put into the game.
Yeah,
Like noticing everything,
yeah.
seeing not only the enemies but also your teammates and their stupidity and doing things according to that.
Game's hard, man.
Man, people reach level 10 way easier than thinking so much.
But do you want to stay at this level?
No, absolutely. Yeah, I get it. I'm not like them. I get it.
Yeah, you don't want to stay at this level, so you gotta do better. You gotta be better.
Yeah.
Because people at a higher level does this. I do this.
Okay.
This is basics, pure basics for me. And I'm not even good at the game. You have two decisions to make right here. What are those two decisions? Two options, rather.
Get into a good position and get ready for a fight.
What is a
Or either
what is a good position? Define a good
uh,
position. In this instance, what do you mean by a good position?
a long range fight would be good because they have deagles and have an AK and an offhand
What is
weapon.
another name for a deagle?
Juandi.
Pocket op.
Yeah.
What does the op thrive at?
One shotting
At range.
range.
Do you want to
Yeah.
change? Do you want to change your answer, or are you sticking with it?
I'm generally afraid at playing close range. That's why, you know. I mean, I have
That's
AK
not what you said.
skills.
That is not what you said. You're changing your answer. You're not thinking. You're responding.
Both thing can be true. Both thing can be true at the same time. I'm afraid at playing at close range, so I will play at long range, and it's better against Deagle anyway.
It
So
really isn't. Because at range, it's easier to control the fight. And with the deagle, you have to control the fight because you only have one shot at a time. So jiggle peeking with the deagle is very strong because of that, because you're not going to be out in the open while you cannot shoot. So you want to be in a position where you can control the fights versus deagle, or be in a position to multi-frag, right? To shut them down hard, right? So play in an angle close sight where you can multi-frag, because you cannot multi-frag long range. The guns in this game is not accurate enough to do that. The second you kill one on long range, you will get one deed. Maybe not at level 7, but we already decided that you're not supposed to be at level 7 because you want to be better, right?
true, true, true. All right, got it. If they had 5-7, would you still want me to be close range?
No,
Tech 9, no, right?
because 5/7's one tap versus armor. Which you did not buy, by the way, versus an eco because you were busy looking at the boxes in CT spawn.
True, true.
Is your decision making still great, or are you still in this bubble of yours, or have you changed your mind 4 rounds in?
We'll see. We'll
Seeing
see.
that you didn't buy head armor versus full ecoing players that luckily bought deagle where it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna buy Deagle. Let's just say that.
Except the guy in Glock in Palace, and then your close range.
I just had a feeling he was not gonna kill me.
It's a lot of feelings, not a lot of decisions making here. So rather, you should say I have a lot of good feelings about this game. It's not the greatest decisions, but my feelings are great.
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were in aim boss together,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking about something that I would do versus a deagle if I had an AK. Do
Yeah,
you
run,
remember that?
shoot, and then stop. Run, shoot, stop, shoot.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because the guy with the deagle wants you to be stationary.
Let's rewatch this.
I mean, I thought it was for mid to close range, that reasoning. This is kind of mid to long range.
What is another name for a deagle? Pocket op.
Uh,
What does an op do?
yeah.
Shoot at long range.
I mean, I missed my spray. Like, it was a bad spray too, right? Like, should have gotten a kill at least.
But you, but your versus an eco. One kill is a loss. You need to set yourself up to multifrag, and this is not a position you multifrag in, especially when you crouch spray at long range, which you just told me is a long range. Your decision making and what you're doing does not add up to what makes sense. What is your job? What is your position?
Yeah, anchor.
Are you anchoring right now? Or were, rather?
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You're not doing your job. If you stayed alive here, preventing them from planting,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing they can do. You have
Yep.
two teammates here that will prevent them planting here as long as they are alive. You dying forces them to push forward. And they're thinking, man, our anchor is garbage. And they'd be correct.
Damn it.
What's your plan here?
I think usually I would just molly ramp and see their reaction.
So default
Based
round.
on their reaction. Yeah, default. Yeah, default.
Is that the right decision, in your opinion?
I mean, I just got owned last round, and I don't want to give my teammates any more reason to shit on me in their head. I didn't want to push with the FAMAS, so I'm thinking, let's
So
see
you've
how the
been
round plays
you've been
out.
playing 5 default rounds and you gotten shit on, and the one time you did something was when they fucked up.
Hmm.
Should you continue with the same way of approaching the rounds then, with a lesser weapon on top of that, and the lesser buy on top of that?
FAMAS is okay mid to mid range. It's not that bad of a gun.
In your hands?
Uh, yeah, I mean it's an okay gun in my hands. But I mean,
So
I didn't want
you're
to push
making
Palace.
so you're making the same decisions that has not been working with worse equipment.
Mhm.
Am I catching that correctly?
Yeah, because I thought I would play a different position this round, and
Okay,
maybe
so
that
what
would change things up.
position would you like to play with in this round?
Either sandwich or default.
Yeah, so you're not doing the same.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
you just told me that you're going to do the same.
I'm playing A side. I'm not pushing. Is basically.
No, but you just told me you'll molly ramp and see what happens. That's what you've been doing this whole game.
Yeah, molly ramp. See if they're pushing. If they're not pushing, I will smoke him in and then either go sandwich if I can smoke him in, or just play default.
Okay. You're basically doing my point here is that you're still doing the same thing. You're going to molly ramp and you're going to jerk up in triple. If you don't do it, it's good.
I'm not
If
gonna
you
put
molly
the right
ramp and then instantly go default, that would be good, because that means that you understand that you are a weaker position than you normally would be, because you're changing up your mindset compared to what it was, or changing up the round, how you approach the round. You will approach it differently because you're differently equipped. If you do that, I'm happy. If you're not going to stick in triple, you're instantly going to go ramp. I see you on the movement, but if you instantly go triple right here, I would have been. See? You went somewhere else.
Thank God.
If you go back to triple, I will close this demo. See?
Yeah.
So this is good.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to understand that you having a FAMAS needs the same change of approach to the round as if you're 3 people going A ramp or A site. You don't have to have the same reaction, but a different reaction than if it's a default round. So understand when should you approach the round differently and when shouldn't you. You should approach it differently when something different is happening, or if what you're doing is not working. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you need to understand that even if you're here and you win the round by killing the one guy here, that means it's not working. Because if they did the right decision, if the terrorists did the plan with the MAC-10, this would not be working. Just because it worked doesn't mean that it's working. They just fucked up and you got lucky. I noticed that when I play the game. It's hard. It takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of awareness, self-awareness, to know that even if you ace, you made a mistake, right?
Okay.
But at least you're doing something different. Should you peek left or right side of this box?
I'm gonna peek right side.
That was not my question. I'm not asking you for what's going to happen. I'm asking you what you should be doing.
I mean, the same answer. If I'm peeking from the right side, that is what I'm gonna do. That is what
Yeah.
I think is the right thing to do.
Why?
Because there could have been a timing. I mean, I'm open to more angles if I peek from left,
Yeah.
and I don't favor my FAMAS in that fight. Headshot angle also. So if he's
But your favor M4 from this angle.
I mean, as I said before, now I have changed my mindset. Other players do it, other good players.
So you favor your M4 from this side, but not your FAMAS, which is basically the same weapon in your hands, you said. Do you see where I'm going here? What you're saying and what you're doing and what you're thinking and what you're responding, they don't coordinate, and I don't care. I don't care that they don't.
And M4 are obviously different, right? I mean, M4
Well, obviously they aren't, because you just told me they're basically the same. My point that I'm making is it's impossible to make consistent decisions with the way you're approaching the game. You can't even consistently answer the same question twice.
Interesting.
How will you make a consistent decision then?
I see.
Right? So, in my opinion, what you should do, I'll continue the demo a little bit further. I'm probably going to skip to decide soon. In my opinion, what you should do is try and understand the basics, right? Not only what is map control, but what does it do, right? What map control is good to have and when.
Yeah.
What angle should you take when? What type of angle should you go take when? Should you go left or right side of this box? In my opinion, you should go left side. Higher risk, but like you said, if you're against a... Pretend that you're correct, that peeking right side is the right decision because it's a headshot angle, yada yada yada. You're against a 4K elo player, and he knows, and he will pre-aim this. If you peek left side, higher risk, because you have a FAMAS, which is worse, it's worth that risk. Especially when you have another teammate here. Because if you're here, and every single round so far, you've been alone here. They see you, this guy will push the smoke, this guy will rush you, you're setting this player up. And your teammates might be bad, but at least they will shoot at an enemy on their screen. So, you take first contact, they push, he punish, when he shoots, you peek again.
Okay.
If you peek this side, they might not feel so confident because you're making the right decision in your mind. If it's right or wrong, it doesn't actually matter between me and you right now, right? I'm not asking you because there's a distinct right or wrong decision. Because it depends on you. It depends on how you want to approach the round, right? Do you want him to be first contact? Do you want you to be first contact, right? If you jiggle this, you're going for timing instead of information. Jiggle this, you're going for information but higher risk, right?
Yeah.
There's no information here because there's not an idiot is going to sit here and hold this angle. So you're going for a timing peak instead of an information peak. What is the difference? That's up to you to figure out, right? When should you do which? When? Why? Right? These are the things that you need to answer for yourself. Because there's no point in you being able to see the information if you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I got it.
Is this good?
Again, as I would say, other players
You're
do
doing
good,
it so you
also I
think it's
shouldn't
good?
do it.
No,
Other
I
players
think
do
this
it,
is good. I
but
think this is good.
yeah, but my reaction time is slow, so
Well, if your reaction time is slow, that's one thing, but with your condition as well, struggling to move your mouse far, this would be good because you don't really have to move your mouse. I would probably say that if you don't have the reaction time to shoot this angle, I would say go a little bit wider, right?
yeah.
Give yourself a little bit more space. So if
I
he
do that and I
crosses,
still miss.
yeah, but you still have to do it. And if you still miss, what should you practice? This exact
Timing.
thing. No, you should just practice this. If you're holding an angle and you can't kill anyone going into that angle, then why the fuck do you hold that angle then? Right? It's like
Practice that.
that is what's difficult, right? What you can do is be the annoying DM player that sits and hold angles. That's how you can practice it. You spawn, you just sit there and hold an angle.
Okay.
That's a way to practice it.
No, I got it. I know how to practice it. Okay. There's
Yeah.
a DHL map for defense practice. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you gonna sit here until you die?
No, but
What
it's
does
a
this
bad
Molotov
moment
tell you?
that they're gonna push a ramp.
And
And I need to be ready. Fire. Okay. They can also
No.
they can-
no, what
they
does
can
it
turn
tell
on-
you?
they-
Not what. I'm not asking what you should do. I'm asking what does it tell you? What information does this Molotov give you?
that that he wants to peak ramp. You know, he wants to rush out ramp, and if he's going to be running, he's
No.
not lurking. That means, and so.
Why is he not lurking? What does it tell you? Why do you know he's not lurking?
Because he's telling everyone, "Hey, I'm here," and
Yes.
B side, there is no one at B side. Yeah.
Exactly. He's not trying to be quiet. He doesn't care. Right? That means you should play differently. Or at least
Yeah.
approach it differently, right? It means he doesn't
I
care.
shouldn't be holding. Yeah.
So, over on something else that you said. What is a lurk? What defines a lurk? You say he's not lurking. What does that mean?
A lurk, a lurk is a position where an enemy creates pressure, either by showing themselves and faking, or just catching timings, just creating pressure on the opposite side of the map where.
Not necessarily. That is a way to lurk. Yes. And that is what he's doing. He could be doing that, but you told me he wasn't.
Because B site is clear.
No, it's not. You have 0 mid control.
Yeah, but
They can still go up short.
yeah, true.
But
can.
scratch that.
They
Let's
won't in the
pretend.
silo, but I get it.
Yeah, let's pretend it's clear.
Yeah.
What should you be doing in this situation? You know they're coming A. You know they don't care that you know. What should you be doing in this situation?
I should go back to default. Okay, not hold an angle.
No, not what should you do, but how should you... Sorry, English is not my native.
Okay.
How should you approach the situation?
I'm not gonna smoke a ramp
Why?
because that would give away my position to the palace guy.
No,
But
that's not why.
I mean, I'm gonna use that smoke for myself. If when they are pushing me.
No, why should you not? Why shouldn't you smoke? Let's stay with that first. Because you're correct, but the reasoning is wrong. There's 2 reasons why you shouldn't smoke right
Because
here.
they're gonna push the smoke anyway.
No, that's not why.
Huh.
If you're gonna smoke, that means that you don't have your gun out, which means that you can be caught. That's the easy answer.
Okay.
What's the point of a smoke? So this is another thing you can write down on your list. Utility. Understand what is utility, what does it do, why, when should you use it, and how. Basics of utility, because you don't understand it.
Interesting. I mean, it's just not, as I said, it's not gonna stop them. It's supposed to stop a person
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's supposed to stop
But
them. But why wouldn't it stop them? That is interesting. Why do you say that?
because they are already committing.
No, there's no commitment on your screen right here. What tells you they're committing? That they throw a Molotov?
Yeah.
A Molotov is a commitment.
At this elo, but okay.
But you don't want to be the Zelo.
Yeah, true. I get that point.
So, if they throw... Like, this is pistol round all over again. Right? So, when you're T... I want you to throw 1 Molotov and then run B, because you already told them that you're committed A. Why don't you do that if that is what you're telling them? You won't do that as a T because that's not what you're telling them. Make sense? So you're saying that they are telling you they're committing, but then you would abuse that as a T. But you're not abusing it because that's not what it tells you. Make sense?
But it's not what that it tells you. How does it not? Wait. Okay, so they want me to think that they're rushing A, but they can fake.
It could be. It would be dumb because that's definitely not what it tells you, right?
Yeah, but they're not doing that because our guy at B apps is already pushed, right? No. But they can go from mid to...
So the reason why you don't want to smoke this is because if you smoke this, you deter them from pushing. Which means that they might turn around and get a 2v1 versus this guy, which will never expect it. Your job is to buy as much time as possible for this guy rotation to come in. That is your job.
Okay.
But you don't want to smoke this off because smoking this off would make them wait, right? 1 minute 20 left. they could just wait and look behind or push behind, right? Which would deter what you're trying to do. That's why smoking is bad. The other reason is that you won't have your gun out and you know they're committing or whatever you say, right? So not smoking, smoking is bad,
Truly.
but it means that you don't want to give them the information about your position
Got it.
because it's impossible to kill a player if you don't know where he is.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that when they get information about where you are, that you punish that.
Mm-hmm.
And we already said that you don't have the reaction time to get a kill here, but even if you did, that is not enough punishment to tell them where you are, because you'll just get traded. So even if you were to get this kill, it's not worth giving away your positioning. Right? So you don't punish, and they know exactly where you are. This
And
round,
he was too fast too. Wasn't
yeah,
he?
yeah, but you're already giving away your position for nothing, right? It means it's a bad angle. You shouldn't play it. And you probably saw a pro play it, but you're not pro. So, yeah.
Yeah.
This round, you two will probably be dead within 4 seconds right now.
True.
If you stay alive longer than 4 seconds, your enemy's bad.
Okay.
One dead. Oh, he missed. So they're bad, right? You should have already been dead here.
Okay.
You staying alive here is nothing you did.
Okay.
Because they're doing the same thing as they did with the Mac 10. They're 4 versus 1. Like, what are they doing? So yeah, your issue was that you're giving away information without punishing them enough for it.
Yeah.
Especially when you, in your brain, knew that they were coming as well.
Hmm.
Don't understand your job and not doing your job.
True.
What should you do here? What is your approach to this round and why?
Push ARM because pistol eco, you know.
Nope.
What do you mean? No, I mean.
I knew I stumped you, but no, that's not what you should do here. Well, that's not the reasoning for what you should. The reasoning and what you should do and the reason why doesn't make sense.
I mean, if I get a kill, we are at an advantage of a 5v4.
That's true.
Yeah, and 5v4 is huge.
Yeah,
Getting that advantage.
yeah, but you're missing something very big. You're never going to figure it out, so I'm going to tell you. The easy thing is that one of your teammates has a deagle. And the best way to let a deagle work is for you guys to stay alive. If you 4 die instantly, that deagle has 0 value. He's never going to reliably get kills with it. That's number 1. That's the easy thing.
Hmm.
The more harder thing is you have a player that forced.
He's gonna force. What can we do? He's stupid.
You remember this guy?
Okay, so I get it. If I get a kill, I can get a gun
No.
and I can give it to him.
No. No, definitely not. Do you understand investment into the round? Who has the greatest chance to get a kill in this round?
Yellow.
Yeah. Which means, hopefully, because that's all you have, hope, because it's an eco, right? You're ecoing.
Yeah.
Hope is all you have. This means that if someone invests this hard into the round, you play off him. You he hopefully has a plan for the reason why he's forcing, right? Sometimes you see people drop an AK to a good player on T side. This is basically that, except that he took all those decisions into his own hands. Your job is to let him work and play off him. If he hides in here, you need to play in a way where it gives him as much advantage as possible. Because the round is already over. You're ecoing, you're not going to get anything done. You're not going to get a kill and win the round reliably over 100 games. You might get it this round, this one game, sure, but that's not what we should be playing for, in my opinion. Should be playing for the 100 rounds. And in 100 games, the guy that invested the most into the round have the greatest chance of doing something. And because we're already established that you're the same skill, even though you believe you're much greater than them.
Not much greater, at least level 8, okay?
Right? So,
Yeah.
set him up, right?
Yeah.
The easy thing is you have a guy with the deagle. That means you shouldn't push ramp because it's a pistol round anyways. It's over. Your job is to stay alive, let the deagle work. You can even bait the deagle. You push ramp if yellow pushes ramp. Because he is initiating, because he's the one forcing. That is his idea. So you want to work up on with that, right? If he's hiding here, you want to play off him, right? Or you want to make them push into an angle that he can clear or fight for you, right? You be first contact, he be second, whatever you decide on being the best way, right? That's one way. But you also want to stay alive for this guy. So that's your two objectives. This guy even bought a flash, which means that if him and someone, right, you can see where green is going, which means that he's probably doing a play. I doubt he's going to flash for himself. He might, but that's something that you can be aware of on the radar. Right? Which you're not, because they're knifing your teammate instead. But at least they're following yellow. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to figure out how much how much I can expect you to do. And so, as an example, he's going the slow way and is making noise. Should you understand how to punish that the best way versus for your enemies, right? But right now, you're just playing for yourself.
Yeah, he's running, so if the main guy heard, then he could push, and then I could...
Yeah. That's basically my thinking, right? Is that something that you should reliably think of? Yeah, Compierre source this. The commitment spray. Hate to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I should have won that fight. My aim sucks.
No, your decision making sucks. That's not nothing to do with your aim. It's how you're taking that fight that sucks. If you are more controlled and what?
My aim was off his head, and then when I sprayed, it was not a good spray.
Yeah, but that's not your aim. That's how you apply your aim. That's the issue.
Interesting. How I apply my aim.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So he's standing still. He might be jiggling a little bit, but he's effectively standing still. If you just crouch here, I'm not saying this is the right decision. Don't do this. But if you crouch here and you do what you've been practicing, you shoot their heads when you know it's a kill, you win this fight. It's not the right decision, but it's a way where you're because you have the aim to kill this guy. It's just how you apply it, right? If you tap this guy and then swings left and they spray him, you win this with your aim, with the way you played this. All you have to do is not wide peek like you're doing like an idiot right now, right? Better movement or better character control, because you don't need to wide peek this wide. That makes no sense to do that. So far out of cover, as well as in the middle of pre-aim of this, right? Worst position you could find yourself in. You want to jiggle a little bit and fight at a tighter angle. If you just shoot once and then wide swing and then spray, you win that fight. If you apply your aim in that way, you will win this fight. Now, starting to spray when you only see the top of his head. See, so you have to actually jiggle back left. That gives him the opportunity to fight you. If you understood to play the objective, you would never do this. Because it's not about killing. You're trying to kill here.
Okay.
And now you're not playing with your team because you have your teammate here. If you push close, you can let him be second contact and then you can fight again. Yes, you're 1 HP, but this is a headshot angle. This is a headshot angle. The only issue is if someone comes out of Palace, but if you die, this guy, you're setting this player up. You're 1 HP, you can't do anything anyways. Your teammate is dead. So what you're doing right now, you're letting this player die and you're playing with this player. He's the only one that can deny any plant on this side, but you don't have mid control, which means that he reliably can't do that. So the only way to do that is wide pick this, but you're playing backside here anyway, so you're giving up this map control.
Yeah, because I'm afraid, like they could have gone to Tetris by now.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Because you're just deciding to fight in the tightest angle known to man instead of being in control.
I mean,
you're playing a shitty angle at
Yeah,
triple as well. Like, there's no, like, yeah. The right decision here is that they know you're low. You play here. They know you're low. If they nade, you're fucked anyways. But you're also fucked if they actually take sight, because you're never going to be able to fight anyone here with 1 HP. If you're scared to fight here, 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 or here with 1 HP, you're scared to fight here with 1 HP. So the best way for you to do this is letting this guy do something. So you put yourself in a position where they have to push you or nade you. But taking out nades are bad, but again, they might still do it. Wrong decision, you might get punished for it. But they see you, they know you're low, they will push, and that will set this guy up. The problem is, if you're here, smoke fades, and they peek Palace.
Yeah.
But you're not going to do anything with 8 HP anyways. Over 100 games. You might do something this round. Maybe. But reliably over 100 games, setting this player up is better.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were here now. You could have fought with this guy. But instead he's fighting by himself. If someone walks out here, you're going to die. Because you're 1 HP.
Why is the video so laggy all of a sudden?
And then you're holding his Palace. But suddenly you're not holding Palace. And suddenly now you're confident in taking this fight with 1 HP. Like, your decision making makes no sense.
Damn it.
Like, you're wide peeking CT using a box for cover with 1 HP. But you were so scared with 1 HP. And then you're holding Palace. This player sees you're holding Palace. And then you're not holding Palace and he almost dies because of it.
True.
There's way more, but I'm just not gonna, like, yeah. We'll do it next demo. If you've improved.
Yeah. Sure.
And again, you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and again, you're like over peaking, fighting with 1 HP. Your only advantage is that you're 3 versus 2, and you're giving them a free entry.
I was trusting my aim at this moment.
The aim that you said is shit?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I mean, it is an unexpected angle, right? For the
No,
character guy to look at the game.
no, this is the most obvious angle ever. This is default angle at best. And it doesn't matter. He could run and gun you down. Like, you're 1 HP. Like, it's just your advantage is your number, and you're giving a free entry right now. You're giving a free 1v1. Anything is better than what you're doing here. Even picking this angle is the headshot angle. Like, sitting here with your knife out, AFK is better than what you're doing right now. Doing nothing is better because you're taking a risk where if you win the fight, you gain nothing. If you lose the fight, you could lose everything. This is like a 90 to 10% fight. You gain 10% if you win, and you lose 90% if you lose. And you're 1 HP. That is like, even if you were 100 HP, the only reason you would want to hold this angle with, like, in this situation is if you had an op. Yeah. If you're tryharding, if you're doing the best, I would do the same, probably. Maybe not exactly this dumb, but I would do something this dumb as well. But that's because I'm not trying to be good. I'm playing for fun. I'm doing whatever I feel like. You're trying to improve and play well, right? This is what I mean. You're trying to keep map control that is worthless.
Yeah.
The right decision here is rotate B. And why is that the right decision?
Because our teammate is already A main.
Yeah, you have deep ramp control. If they plant A, he is in the perfect position to pincer the side with you guys, unless he wants to go for the play earlier, right? So you're doing nothing other than giving them no free kill. Where is T side? The reason why I'm skipping is because at this point it is just so much, right? This will it would take you months to, like, you would have to rewatch this demo like 5 times over the next 2 months to implement all of it.
Oh, thank God, because I thought so it would take me a long time to implement all of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. But the thing is that you're already level 7, right? What I'm telling you now is not what you need to do to get to level 10. I'm just telling you what you can do to improve.
Yeah. That's why I would do certain things that I would not do at a higher level. Like do some stupid peaks and stuff.
No, that's no. Why is this bad?
This is bad?
Okay. What does this do for your enemy? From your enemy's point of view, what does this do?
It tells them a B rush is coming, guys. Please rotate.
Thank you. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Please, for the love of everything that exists, do not throw this before there's contact. Just, even then is bad. Even then is bad. And it's the same reason why this is bad. What you did here with the smoke. What did you do bad here with the smoke? That is the same thing as here. Okay. This is a hard question. I'll be impressed if you get this one.
Can you hold on a second? My brother is calling me.
Yeah.
For a second time.
That thing is annoying. I'm gonna grab his drink then. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Are you back yet? He's not back, chat.
Just a minute. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I did not know there was different colors here. Does not sound like his brother.
Yo, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, your question. Why is it as bad as the smoke that you threw for connector? Okay.
No,
What?
same situation. One of the reasonings are the same reason why it's bad. If you get this, you have improved.
Holy shit, that's performance pressure right over there.
Yep. I'll help you though. Why was this bad? The situation.
Because my teammate, because now the enemy knows that there are two people over there.
That was one.
I should have fought with him, instead of smoking it off.
Bingo. Fighting with your team. So it would be better if you go with your team on contact and you can just smoke it from here.
I mean, I had to flash, right? I mean, flashing is more important than fighting.
Yeah. So on contact, flash, and then run up and then smoke. Why do you
Yeah,
smoke
that's
this?
what's gonna happen. Because so that
That's
they
not
have
what
a
you're setting up
flashbang
for.
happen.
This is not flashbang lineup.
Soon I'm gonna throw it at a decent timing.
Yeah, but this is you're forcing the team now by throwing the smoke.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of.
It worked
I
out.
mean, it was not bad.
It was not bad. I agree. But it would be better to fight with them. But yeah, it was yeah. I'd say this is probably fine at any level. This is bad though.
By me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's rewatch it then. See if you can figure out why it's bad.
I mean, my teammates are one of my teammate is fighting against him from the side, and I'm pincerning him from the apps.
Are you?
It is a. You want me to jump out and fight him?
I wanted to jump out.
I mean, he could have caught me in the
How
middle.
many people are on site?
Two.
How many people can fight while he's planting?
One.
Is your smoke a brick wall?
No.
Do you see where I'm getting here? Does this guy stop the plant? Does this guy stop any map control that's important?
No.
The only reason this is good is if it's a deathmatch.
Yeah.
If he hides
From that
he
angle.
if he hides here,
Yeah.
you're doing nothing. The only reason why this could even be remotely considered good is that you get the kill. Even that doesn't matter, because that's not going to help you win the round.
But if
What-
I died, if I jumped from the window and I went to fight him and I died, that would be an advantage given over.
Mm-hmm. Which means you should do what?
Go van?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because he doesn't have any map control that's important. He has zero
yeah,
important map control. The only thing that you need to prevent him from doing is falling back to short. That's it.
I can do that from here too, right? Whatever I can do from van, I can do from this position.
Yeah. But what you can't do is cover this area.
Yeah.
And there should be could be three CTs pushing through the smoke, fighting this one player while this guy is planting. That is your job.
I see.
That is the issue here. Because while you're up here jerking off with this guy, trying to make each other happy, you can lose the sight. Sight is what matters. Who cares about kills?
Got it.
You're tunnel visioning on something that is not important. This guy is doing a good job. He's keeping the site clear for anyone that wants to take this map control. You're just lucky they didn't, because they really need to run or something. Maybe they need their steps in. Please don't fight this guy. Please don't fight. But yes, this was a really bad round from you. I feel like this was a little bit lucky. The timing kind of working out. I really don't like it. So the reason why I don't like it is because of something you said. And that was, my teammates are shit. And you just bought util for them. Like, what? If your util is not going to do shit if your teammates are shit. So go fight with them. Shoot
They
with
can do
them.
something, right? If the enemy is blind, they can. My aim sucks too, so it's like I'm.
Yeah,
shit
but you can
as
throw
well.
this flash. And then you can push
Yeah.
with your team. If you absolutely have to throw flashbangs. Right?
Okay.
If your aim sucks, you can still shoot at them. The main reason you have teammates is so your enemy have someone else to shoot at. And you can be that other player that they can shoot at. Or your teammates can be, right? More bullets, more people shooting at someone, they higher the odds of someone hitting.
Okay.
So, if you believe your teammates are shit, throwing util for them is not good enough. You need to be there, make decisions, the right decisions to make you win the round. Not fight this asshole here, but take map control, make sure that the bomb gets down. Take important map control. When you know this is done, then you can kill him and maybe take short and play after plant. Or maybe take this map control. But, oh shit, I tabbed out. If you're in apps, you're not in the position to make these decisions. You have zero.
Yeah.
You have zero
And
map.
that's why
You
I
have
jumped
zero
over van.
control.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so not even go van. You go mid site. Right? Same here. This is what matters, right? You remember this round? You position yourself here, not here. This is what matters. You position yourself to keep this map control. Not here, but as close to the action as possible to make decisions. I'm not saying to crouch here and fight this guy. I'm just saying stay close to what could happen. So when shit goes down, where it most likely is to go down, you need to be in a good position to prevent that and keep that map control. To win the round. Not to get kills, but
Yeah.
to win the round. Which is not by getting kills.
Yeah.
It's possible to win it by getting kills, but it's not the main way. Let me guess, you're gonna throw util again?
I did a veteran move. I removed my smoke and added a flash. I know the other guy is throwing util, but I don't trust him.
At least you noticed. But do you remember why this was bad?
Yeah.
You're
spacing.
doing the same thing. No, it was like this round. Right? Like you're doing the same thing. You don't trust his util, but You're not in the position to make decisions. I know this is a demo and you can't do what I taught you last round. But my point is that some of your decision making is consistent. So you are capable of making consistent decisions. You just have to make the right ones. Do you know what the problem here is?
No map control.
Yeah. So what should you be doing?
Push CT.
Yeah. So one player dies, and you know their eco. If you didn't know already, you know their eco. You see this guy is throwing. So this guy is insignificant. That means, like on B, 2 players on the site. You know there's one enemy there, but that is irrelevant. You know there's 2 players on site, and you know one has to plant. That means there's 1 player on the site. Which means you need to be on site. This does not save the bomb. What should you do right now?
Wonder Palace.
No. Maybe, actually, but no.
Go sandwich.
Definitely no. Why would you go sandwich? Actually, let me ask why, because I assume your
Because
reasoning.
I can get an angle on CT side.
Yeah, no. There's one good reason to go sandwich here. Is it a good reason to go sandwich here? No. 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 No good reason to go sandwich.
I mean, in my head, I've already thought that the A site is clear.
Yeah. I assume that too. I assume that too. It's dumb because you know their eco, but I assume that too.
Yeah, I expected the green to clear it, so yeah.
But your teammates are bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I assume that it's clear too.
Man, I'm just gonna go back aim.
What is your job? What is your job in this situation? Assuming the bomb goes down.
Yeah, it's for the bomb to blast.
Yeah. How do you do that effectively?
Go A main, bait teammates, shoot here and there. Just.
Is there another way to do it? Why did I say it's bad to go palace? Let's start there.
At the start, you said it's good.
Yeah, you said you should go palace, and I said that's bad. Why?
Under palace. I said under palace.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Why is it bad? Same thing.
Okay. Because it's open to CT. You know, two guys from CT can peek. Okay, but palace. Okay, palace is different.
And there could be someone in palace as well. But yeah, that is the main reason.
No,
You
but-
don't want to be open from CT. Is there another way you can play? Play this other than going ramp?
And I would just play Tetris then. There's nothing else I can think of. I'm not going CT.
Where is he
so
planting? What is he planting for?
He's planting for con and amen.
So why can't you go con?
Because I don't know what's happening in con.
You know you have a teammate there. You know that the bomb guy planting is most likely going to go there. Him going connector is the right decision.
No, but I mean they're not communicating and.
No, but you have eyes. You
Yeah.
see there's a guy literally in connector.
I mean, it's scary that connector side is so unknown.
Yeah, but I mean, you have a big gun.
Which I'm not good at shooting with.
You're fine. You can kill people. Like, you cannot play scared. You have to play for the biggest chance, right? And the biggest chance, if all your teammates die right now, will you win the round?
No.
And that means that you need to fight with your team. This guy is a goner. You cannot help him because of the smokes. You need to help this guy.
Exactly. That guy is a goner.
And he's
I
most
mean,
likely
don't.
going con, because if he crosses here when they come CT, he's probably dead to a deagle. Right? So you need to play in a way that optimizes where you need to play with the winning chances of your team. You cannot win 1v4, which means that if your enemy is if your teammate is shooting at an enemy, you need to be shooting at that enemy as well as being in the position to play after plant. That is your job, and it's your job as a player to find the solution to that problem the most effective way. And going back and hide with your tail between your legs and ramp is not the correct decision.
Got it.
If this guy gets to ramp, maybe being to ramp is fine. It isn't, but it could work out because you're two people that can fight, and it's versus an eco. Get the easiest kill. Where should you plant?
I'm gonna fake plant.
I'm not asking what you're going to do. I'm asking where should you plant?
Right there.
Nope.
Where I pick position. I mean, the second guy's info is unknown.
Yep.
There's an angle at which you can plant where we cover from CT and con. So,
What is there?
yeah.
Do you mean like here?
No. It's like just a few steps behind where I'm standing.
Like here?
Yeah, a bit more behind, but yeah.
Like
Plant
opposite
there.
default?
No.
This is not hidden from CT. He just spams you through the box.
Yeah, no, just a bit behind. That like it covers from CT and.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You cannot cover yourself from both con and CT. That is impossible. Maybe at your level, but that is impossible. Like even this angle is not covered from CT. He'll still just spam you through the box.
Yes, he can spam, but he can't see.
No, but it doesn't matter if you can't see if he can kill you.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. It was a trick question, so let me ask you a different question. What should you do here?
Fake plant.
Nope.
Okay.
There is
Fight with
one
teammate.
correct. There's one correct answer to this question, which is interesting, which is kind of rare. I think it's hard
Go
for
with
you
my
to.
teammate
I think it's hard for
and
you to
fight.
figure it out, though.
Go with my teammate and fight.
Nope. If you figure this out, I will be so impressed. So my question to you: do you want to try and figure it out, or should I just tell you?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so we are considering that we know only one guy's information, right?
Sure.
We don't know where the other guy is.
Sure.
Now I have C4 in my hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you have your gun in your hand,
Yeah.
but you have
in my
C4
hand.
on you. Yes.
Yeah. The enemy is eco. So okay. He can be pushing A ramp from B side. So okay. I should look behind obviously once, but I can do that anyway. With a fake plant, but obviously fake plant is not the solution.
Why? Why is it not the solution? Just
For
this.
me it is, but you said because you
Yeah.
said so.
Yeah. But why do you think I say so? Funny?
Because
It's
an
the
enemy
same
can already
reason.
be there.
It's the same reason as it's a bad thing to smoke here. You want to have you can't shoot with the smoke.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean he
you
can
can't
only
shoot
be
while
like
you're planting. Yeah, but yeah.
he has to catch that timing, right? Like as
Hmm.
soon as I hit the plant button, he peeks.
How many times have you heard someone complaining about timing? Have you ever done it?
Really, I rarely ever do complain ever
Why?
about timing because I don't put myself in such situations where I get
If you
tired.
fake plant here, you're doing that though. You're just not getting punished for it. Timing is a skill. It's not about luck or coincidence,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But yeah, I'll let you try and deduct what the right decision here is. It's hard, I think, for you. I don't think you
You
will.
don't have to. You don't have to call me retarded in 100 ways, man.
No, no, no.
I know
It's
I
not
am.
retarded. No, no. This is this is difficult without like yeah. You're gonna feel dumb because it's so simple and so obvious. But it's just because it's not how. All right, all right. Do you understand what? Do you know what I think is the biggest issue with your gameplay is? Have you
You think
realized
you
that?
are good, but you are not.
No. What is the
Decisions.
big?
You are not.
No,
You don't
no,
make consistency.
no. That is not the biggest issue. We had the biggest, not discussion, but confusion about this, and I haven't particularly said that this is a big issue, but it is. It's
Not trusting my aim.
no.
Thinking my teammates are shit.
No.
And
I'll wait until you ask me. By the way, I'm just gonna let you try and figure it out until you ask me for what it is. So I let you get the amount of time you need.
this much brain I haven't used in a long
Game's hard, man.
time. I need to change my lifestyle now to increase focus.
Yeah.
Really, really, I'm not joking. Like scrolling reels and all of that.
All right, I'll tell you the biggest issue with your gameplay, if you want. The biggest issue with your gameplay.
Last try, last try, last
Yeah,
try.
yeah, you can try as many times as you want.
I'm lost. I feel lost, right? Like I just lack of focus, lost, kind
Nope,
of.
nope.
Okay, okay. What is it?
So you are level 7, so you're good at the game, right?
Okay.
The
Okay.
biggest issue in your gameplay is that you're not playing for the objective. You're playing like it's deathmatch.
Yeah.
That is the biggest
Because
issue.
I believe that if I, at least I used to believe that if I can kill these guys, that means I can reach level 10.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I
What if
cannot
they
kill
don't?
these guys,
What if they don't let
these
you kill
level
them?
7 guys, you know,
What if he
that
hides
means
in
I
car? What if he this? What if these two just run and hide car?
that means they're scared of me.
That means that you
That they're
lose.
scared of.
That means that you lose. You're trying to go and get the kills, and the timer runs out. You lose.
I mean, then I will plant the C4.
Not if you're going for the kill. So, what should you do in this situation?
Go for the objective
And how do you do that?
by planting the C4.
On surface level, yes, but how do you do that reliably over 100 games in this situation?
My answer to that was fake planting and then planting to confirm that no one is
So why
around.
do you
But
fake plant?
since that is not, so that the enemy peeks, like wherever he is
And what
hiding.
does that?
If there's
And what does that? Why is that good?
because he eco round, so of course his gun is weaker than mine, and now I know where he is, and I can win the duel
With your
easier
great
choice.
aim. All right.
Uh,
Can I tell you? Because I'm starting to feel mean now.
all right.
Information.
Yeah, for information, yeah.
No, you need information.
And I will fake plant for that.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to take your gun out away to get information. The wrong decision here is to not be ready for something that you cannot expect because it's an eco. You already got fucked once, right? With someone hiding on the site. So all you have to do is not die. Don't get caught off by someone being somewhere where you don't expect them to be. So the right decision here is to just get the information, however that is, by not being caught out with the bomb down. If someone pushed Palace and he's waiting for you to fake plant, he will just peek and you are dead. If he's CT and he waits for you to fake plant, you're giving away information for free. He cannot kill you if he doesn't know where you are. And his greatest asset is that you don't know where he is. So you have to make sure that you can shoot him and not get shot in the back. So the right decision here, what I would do, I would just go CT as fast as possible. Because that will give me long range battle from both of the angles that I'm vulnerable to.
Yeah,
So I would
about that, and I was like, nah, I'm not going CT.
Yeah, no.
Because
So
if he's hiding to the right or left with 5-7, he could just get me.
yeah, but if he's walking ramp, he can kill you. If he's stairs, he can kill you. If he's in the smoke, he can kill you. If he walks here, he can kill you. If he's in palace, he can kill you. Any situation, he can kill you. You have to choose the best decision to make it possible for you to win overall. And overall, the best decision is to fight for somewhere that can give you the option to plant the bomb and give you a long range duel. That removes B as a whole, because you cannot clear apps and have control over market and plant for one of them safely at the same time. So B is just gone, especially at this time, because there's just too many timings. So the right decision here is either you go to your teammate, which is scary because of the smokes, or you go CT, let this guy find the players, or you group up with him, right? So you run CT, you clear this, and you try and group up with your teammate. That's one decision. But most of the time, you're just running CT to get yourself safe with the bomb. Getting long range angle will give you enough time to figure out where your next enemy is. Because he's not going to expect you knowing that the bomb was put down here. If he's here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, he's going to expect you to start planting. So right now, this player will start running, and this player will start running because they know this player is here. This player will start running to try and catch you off while you're planting, to try and get you before you can get into a good after plant position. So all you have to do is not get caught by those players, and that is to get the hell out of sight or plant somewhere safe. And since you can't plant somewhere safe, because you don't have connector control, you don't have ramp control, you don't have palace control, you don't have city control, you have to just abandon planting. You just, because it's 1 minute 30 left. You're not in a rush. So information. Get safe. Get to the best possible situation, which is close to cover, long range. And then play the round from there. You already got surprised once, don't get surprised again. This is not horrible. Like, this is not the worst thing because you're hiding from here. But right now, you taking the gun out, like taking the bomb out, gave you nothing. So you just lost control over fighting back for no reason. Good rule of thumb. If you're scared of 2 angles, push one.
Okay.
That is almost always the right decision. Nice money for the bomb plant, by the way.
They said there is an AK
Oh,
inside.
okay. I didn't expect them to call because you said they never call. But yeah, then it's the right decision.
No, they are
Maybe.
talking in Mongolian whole game. If you turn on the voice, full game Mongolian.
I
They're
would have
Russian
I would have
talking,
muted
see.
them. So what I do is if I have an emotional response to anything, anyone in game, I block them and mute them instantly. Because them throwing me off my game is worse than anything else. Where did you spawn? Okay. What is your teammates doing? So what I'm looking for now is what information do you get from early round?
Yeah.
To see if your decision making made sense.
Mm-hmm.
What does number 9 have? Which one is number 9?
That guy going to mid.
Yeah, but what weapon does he have? Oh, it's oh my god, what is he doing?
Deep Furk, orange guy.
He has Mac 10.
Let's go. I think.
And he
most of
doesn't
us
even have a
know.
Molotov. Oh my god. What is this smoke, by the way? Is that window?
Yeah.
Okay. In this situation, what I'm asking myself is, both in the demo and in the game, I'm asking myself, where should I invest my time and effort? And the question is, should you invest your time and effort on these guys, or this guy? Right? I'm not asking for a. It's a rhetorical question, right? It's something that you need to ask yourself.
Yes,
And
sir.
the right answer depends if these are going fast or not. If these are going fast, ignore this guy.
I have no clue what they're doing.
Exactly. And you'd rather want to back the 3 than the 1 with a Mac 10 in middle. That's why this is a bad decision. But it's hard. That is very hard to do, I think. And this is also bad because of the same reason. Please don't go B. What? How do I ask this question? Not how do I ask it, like how do I formulate
Phrase it.
myself? Yeah, how do I phrase it?
What are you thinking?
What is the dream scenario for someone that is ecoing? What is your goal
Catching guys alone.
so you can get their weapon?
Yep.
Yep, thank you.
I mean, they bought. They ecoed last round.
True. My bad. I thought they were eco for some reason. Oh shit. This round? No. Oh, it's this round. Yes, I looked at your spawn to see which round it was. Why is this bad?
Because at that very same moment, a guy could be peeking window.
Yeah. So you probably want the Molotov window, but you're giving them the timing to kill your teammate. It's not about even killing you, it's killing your teammate. And this Molotov does nothing. Because you're Molotoving to get map control, but you're not going to be able to use that map control before the Molotov runs out, unless you're rushing connector. But if you're rushing connector, you don't need the Molotov anyways, right? Like, it's... How do you take map control, and do you actually need it? right?
Yeah.
You're in a
I mean,
one.
I
You're
can
in a
see the
5v2, right? It's the same thing as when you have the bomb out. Actually, you're in a 5v3, right? It's the same thing as when you run bomb on site. Don't take out util unless you need it. The only reason you throw util is to gain an advantage on the player you're throwing it at. In a 5v3, you don't need much more of an advantage, so there's no point throwing util unless you have all the information. Make
got
sense?
it. Yeah. I guess sometimes I just throw utility because I have them, you know.
And you're just not thinking. You're just
Yeah.
not focused, like you said. You're just not in the game. What are you doing?
I heard him market. So I have to go short now because I know he won't push.
Okay, alright. Yep, alright. That makes sense. Two decisions.
I know, but
Which two decisions do you have here to make?
bait my teammate and then get a kill
No.
or make some.
So there's two decisions. Either you play for the game and win the game the most effective way, or you go for the kill. Either you the right decision here. So if you have 4 players here and you're ramp, you want, like, you don't even want to peek palace, or not like, imagine this is not Mirage, this is just a generic angle, right? If you're 4 players in one angle and 1 player in another angle, you want the 4 players to take contact, right? You can even let 2 players die, or even 3 players die before you peek out and do something, right? It's the same decision here. You can let these 4 take contact here to stop him from saving, so all you have to do is prevent him from hiding. The right decision here is just to stop him from actually being able to hide. An aggressive position would be to actually hunt him. He will die regardless. But if he kills you, he will be able to save. So your job here, if you're playing super tryhard, is to not let him run away, but don't give him an option to kill you. Okay. Obviously, if he one-taps you with the deagle is one thing, right? So this is overextension. Right? See all these angles you're scared of. If you stayed here, you wouldn't have to worry about all these angles. You only have to jiggle this angle or this angle to make sure you can't go into palace. Now, not into apps. Now, if you jumped up here and you run up to try and kill him, that's different. Because then you have... What do you have then that you don't have now?
Information.
Yes. So why is this bad?
Damn, this is bad.
Mm-hmm. Why is it good? Let me change the approach to the question. Since you said, since you think,
gonna expect me holding this angle so silently.
The only reason he wouldn't expect you to hold this angle is because it's a garbage angle to hold. It's the only reason he wouldn't expect it. It's bad because you're forcing a fight where he can take information, pre-aim this, and then hide.
Okay.
If you're holding this angle, right, he's out in nowhere. He cannot hide. You're in full control over this fight. But if you peek into this angle where he can get information for free and hide, he can control if he wants to fight you. If you let him jump out, he has 0 control, and he just have to wait for you.
Got it.
So controlling the fight, applying your aim in the right way, right? Different way of applying your skill and aim. You gonna smoke window again? I see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not.
Yeah, you are. Unless they told you something else. Oh, he's throwing insta. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm bad. This is a good Molotov, though. The idea was there. That's a bad flash.
What?
Yeah.
It blinds the connector guy. How is it blind?
Timing is bad. Is it?
When else am I gonna?
Actually, I think it's maybe fine. I thought your teammate was faster. This is what I want to see here. You see the difference? You could have thrown this smoke from here, or anywhere here. But the difference is that you're taking the map control, you're getting the information, and then you make the decision. By smoking from here to here, you're denying yourself this information, which means that you didn't know there was nobody here when they planted. If you didn't smoke it and there was zero vision from here, you just denied yourself information. Instead of actually pushing it and smoking it on the go, or not smoking it at all because it was fully clear. Are you realizing you're not pre-aiming?
I'm sort of pre.
Nope. You're barely checking. You're barely pre-looking. You're sort of just gazing into their general area, and if they're there, you're just dead anyways. So the idea here is that if he's actually in this corner, you want to actually have your crosshair here. I understand that you have an issue with moving your mouse around.
Yeah.
But I still want to point it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think that can be worked on.
Yeah. And it's better to take it slower. Because if he's there, it doesn't matter that you're looking sort of towards him. You're still gonna die. If there's a guy trigger, not shooting the first guy, letting the first guy walk past, he will kill you and then kill your teammate, even if you're sort of looking towards this area, right? You don't have an advantage having your crosshair here. Your crosshair needs to be where it needs to be for you to have the advantage. Because the second he sees you looking towards him, you're just gonna get executed. Why is this bad? And that's not even. Yeah. And you're out in the open. You've gotten the map control.
Yeah.
Like, disregarding the nade. I didn't even see you took out the nade, because that is just beyond dumb.
Gotta get the util damage up.
Yeah, fucking Inferno mains, right? So the bad thing here is the same reason why what he is doing is bad. You have the map control. Use it effectively. Let him overextend, right? He should play in this corner here, and when he shoots, you should peek out and fight. That's the way this is done. The only reason why you shouldn't do this is cross and clear side properly for bomb. And then he should plan for short, so these players can actually come up short and play after plant. That's what should happen. It won't. But just giving them a free kill on you with a nade out is just bad. But look at this, right? You're doing exactly what I said. You just had to throw a little bit first, right? This is really good that you're clearing the side for your teammate. Especially good now if you hold the left side of this smoke for your teammate here. If you can go and hold this angle, because there's a smoke here, that would make this perfect. Because he's overextending. You're fighting with him is also overextending. Because in theory, he could hit 2 kills in one shot with a deagle, right? The odds are low, but it's possible. And you don't want to have that possibility being a thing. But instead, you're just going to ignore exit. Yeah, so this happens because you're not
focused.
Yeah. And this happens because you're not playing the objective. You're playing deathmatch. This is why deathmatching without a purpose is bad. This is why I told you, when you're practicing something, make sure you're practicing something. That you're doing what you need to do to practice, and not just kill bots mindlessly. Deathmatch is practice. It's warm-up. It's not... Yeah. This is why it's bad, I think. Oh, that's not number 9. Can I go to the right player, please? Is it this guy? Oh, then it's... Oh, that's you, yeah. It's this guy. Let's see what he did. So if he doesn't stop there, that is lucky that he doesn't get blind. He might expect it, but expect that you throw a proper flash, even though it's bad because you want it to land deeper. So you want the flash to land like here.
Interesting. Okay.
So the first player, just let him do his thing, right? Because I'm assuming you're flashing for him.
I mean, you have to throw that flash if the guy from connector peaks.
But you Molotov
Is an offer.
for if he peeks.
Yeah, but they still peak. You know, through Molo they can do it. They can push out connector, run out connector.
So you Molotov, wait, and then you flash. So you Molotov, and then you don't let them see you when they peek in the Molotov. You just hide. And then when there's like 3 seconds left of the Molotov, then you flash peek in case they push past it. I'd rather you see him peeking, you peeking with him. Or you let him cross if the Molotov, if the connector guy peeks and they fight, then you can peek out and fight. Instead of throwing flashbangs. This flash is good if you're pushing short to go and take connector fast. You're not flashing this in case he's maybe peeking connector. Because then you might as well just not be open for a connector. Like,
I mean, the times I've died from 2-3 guys pushing mid, I'm just like, I had to
yeah,
throw
so
the
just
flash.
don't go out mid. Without information. Just wasting your flash for no reason makes no sense. Wait for the information. Like, you can just jiggle this to see if they're pushing out. And then if they're pushing out, that's when you can start flashing and then peeking and fighting. Until then, until you... Like, no need to do it without information. Like,
But then
you're...
I'm baiting orange because he's gonna
Then
peek
peek
into
with orange, right? If they have to rush through a Molotov and you can't win that fight, like... You're throwing flashes for the one thing that happened once in 100 games, and you're throwing that flash for the 100 games. The only reason you want to throw this flash is if you're pushing up. Like, I like, throwing the flash isn't bad. Doing it every single time without fault is bad. Does that make sense? It needs to be a
Yeah, I mean,
decision,
one out
not a
of 100 though.
reaction.
It is not a 1 out of 100 thing though. It's like very common. Like, the mid guy pushes. They're losing and they push mid.
But they're not losing. Like, it's just... I understand the thought process, but just doing it as a habit every single time is never good. It needs to be a reason behind it. I'm not sure what you're doing here. So here's a good thing that you could have done. You could have flashed him into con instead of using the flash here. But instead he's gonna die here. Ooh. It's a good kill though. This I don't like.
Want me to fall back and join hands with my teammates?
Yeah, that would be better. Why? Why would that be better?
I mean, I don't think they would wait for me, man.
No, they wouldn't.
That's why. Yeah.
I'll tell you then, because you're never gonna figure it out. You've gotten a kill here. If you rotate around, you're basically two people until they clear mid. You're duplicating your pressure. You're forcing them to take information. If this guy rotated through here, they will always expect you. They have to respect that you can go con. And then you come here.
Got it.
So the idea is that they know you're there, not only because you've shot, because you've gotten a kill as well. So if you rotate off, because there's no
Got it.
advantage for you to be here compared to being here. There's no time pressure. Like, if you had to suddenly be fast on A, right? If it was 20 seconds left, then sure, I'd agree. Rotating around would be bad. But because there's no time pressure for you to actually do something from this position, there's no advantage other than rotating around, you might as well rotate around. And that would just create another angle of attack. That's why.
Teammate said the other guy short.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that doesn't matter. Other guy short means that he still can see you, right? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Hmm.
There's no reason to take a Glock out and jump like that, regardless, right? Because remember, your teammates are bad. So you're blaming, oh, my teammates are shit, but you're the one listening to them. That's good.
Yeah, I
This
got
is good.
feedback.
I like seeing this. This is really good. So you've been molotoving first every single time, but now that you have a teammate in front of you, you're not molotoving and you're expecting to flash first. Because if you flash late, he might get blind. That is really good. That is, molotoving is coincidence. You see why the flash needs to land deeper?
I mean,
Your teammate
it's
just got
it
fucked by the opper that you're trying to flash away from this angle,
yeah, 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 yeah.
right? So,
Man, but everyone throws it just like how I did. Okay.
yeah, but that's why you gotta check it, right? Just go on server and make sure it actually hits what you want it to hit. Like, I'm noticing because I throw it off this wall or something. I don't actually know. I tried to throw it up this wall, but I changed my mind because the timing doesn't work. I don't remember how I throw it. All I know is that it lands like all the way down here. Like, did you do anything wrong here though? That's my question. I don't think you did. I think you just got fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, he jumped short.
Oh my God, is he a Smurf?
Because he jumped short?
Yeah.
Why do you throw this flash?
For mid pushes.
Okay, good. Smurfs doesn't matter. You want to know why Smurfs doesn't matter? Because you want to improve. Because you want to be the
Yeah.
skill that he is anyways. So it doesn't matter that it's
Yeah.
smurfing because you want to be there. That's who you want to
Yeah,
play
it's
against.
good. Like, if he's level 10, then
Perfect.
there's a level 10 in this team too. That is me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
A deagle and a dream. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't say anything. For someone that has bad aim, you sure do rely on it sometimes. You see consistency, right?
It's you know.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just
You gotta
saying.
do it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I thought that was a smoke. But you're not bad at the game. I like this. Why is that good? Why do I like that?
Because first of all, we have lost an advantage, and I needed to get the. And he was alone, obviously, because the connector is smoked. So I had a 1v1 fair fight. So, and if I had won that duel,
because he Molotov. That means he doesn't want you to go there, which means you want to go there. That's how I look at it.
interest, yes. Anyway, I got owned, you know,
Well, yeah, shit happens.
fair aim duel.
It was not fair. He has the advantage. Why does he have the advantage?
Hey, he can hide behind the angle then. He can peek as he wants.
Nice.
Whatever peek he wants.
Thank you. My guy's listening. Look at that. Or you already knew it.
I already knew.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like you have bound your crouch to your mouse 1 though. Look at this, with that in mind. Looks so funny. Yeah, you want it to
That's
be a
pretty good. I
decision.
mean,
No, it's not good.
oh my God.
You are committing to this fight. Right? You're committing to this fight. But he can control it. So you're overcommitting while you're being out in the open. Like he is retarded for doing that, but yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like, why did he do that? I'm like,
because he doesn't care. But that
yeah,
doesn't mean that it wasn't a mistake by you. But you were probably tilted. That this looks like a tilt push to me.
yeah, yeah. This is what. Yeah, it's not a visible tilt, but this.
It was quite visible. But yeah, that's the value from a demo review.
Nah, that's a crazy way to look at a demo. I mean, I have had my demo reviews in the past, and the way you have explained it has been the best, no doubt about it, you know.
Well, we'll see
Not
on
gonna.
how much it does.
Yeah, no,
But
at
yeah,
least you explained it the best. Like, I knew there was something fundamentally wrong with my game, but anyone who reviewed it, they couldn't really point out what was wrong, except, okay, you're lacking focus, you're being complacent, you are taking duels that you're not supposed to take.
yeah, but
But like,
why?
why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
why?
exactly.
Why am I feeling lost, like in that connector situation?
Yeah,
Even I knew, like, I'm not supposed to be there. How did I even end up in this situation?
yeah,
You know, but why? So, yeah, those questions have been answered.
yeah. Yeah, I hope so. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I can work off of that right now. If I review my own demo, I know what to look.
um, um, yeah.